Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Cloud Ninja Podcast. Today we're joined with, of course, Freegame the third, and of course, my guy African Uchiha, African American Uchiha the third. Of course, we're back talking about, I think, chapter 23, since we didn't necessarily dive too deep into that last week, and of course, we might get into some Negro news at the end of this podcast. What's up, y'all?
Fuck? Did you just call this dude? Wait, hold on. I heard him right, Black?
There you go.
I kind of started on it, but I meant to say African American.
I am
African
African.
Uchiha? That shit's crazy, bro.
No, I meant to say African American Uchiha. I kind of started on it.
I am African though, but that is crazy.
You African? I meant to say
He said that several
I meant
times,
to say
bro. That's
African-American.
crazy that you missed that. What part of Africa are you from, anyways? Like, what part of Africa is your family from?
Yeah. What
Liberia.
country?
Liberia, West
Oh,
Africa.
that's fire. That's fire. West Africa. All right. Because, like, I think
Look
like
into
people
it.
just be like, oh, from Africa. Like, Africa's not a whole fucking continent. Like,
Right.
Yeah, fact.
Like, what part?
No,
Yeah,
that's
it's
fact.
kind of crazy how Africa never had like that one popular country that stood out, like how Asia had China, and everybody just thinks everybody from Asia
Egypt,
is
bro. What the hell are you
Chinese.
talking about? Egypt is the standout country.
There's
Egypt,
mad
but
countries.
people from Egypt, they look different. Like it's not necessarily like they're more light skinned.
That's
I
because
guess from
that's because they've
TVs
been
and
conquered and all. You gotta
stuff
like
like that.
study the history of Egypt to really know why it looks so different. But yeah, they've been conquered all over, and like, it's been different. I think Rome conquered them at one point in time, and like different. It's just been like a whole bunch of just whitewashing with it. That's why people is more like almond skin over there. Or you see a lot of white people and shit. But
I
yeah,
see what you
Egypt
mean.
That's
was
wild.
back before then, like bro, like I hate to say this, like it sounds racist, but like white people didn't appear until like 6,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago, one of the two. So like Africa was just full of niggas, bro. So Egypt was all dark skinned
Oh yeah,
motherfuckers running around looking like niggas.
yeah, technically,
Yeah, if you want to be
yeah,
free.
technically.
So yeah, it's just a little history. People ain't know. I don't know.
No, for a fact. But I did want to go over like before I go get to my topic. Did y'all have any topics and stuff like that? I don't want to hijack the pod and stuff.
Nah, go ahead, Brody.
Full.
I'm gonna say Freegame sent the list or something, but nah, you can
Nah, I
talk
just
about
yeah, it was just anything that y'all
And
found
drop the
interesting
list.
if you wanna. Yeah, you know
Drop the
what?
list in the corner. What's the
Prepare,
problem?
bro. In the cord, bro. I dropped it in the group chat in the text messages. Hold on, I
Don't
got you.
say
No
no more
worries.
then.
I got you. So you ain't gotta go through it because there's a whole bunch in there.
Yeah, we didn't necessarily go over all the future flashes that we seen from Kashin Koji.
Yeah, I was
Like there's
rereading
some.
the chapter actually today. So
Mm.
yeah, we can go.
So I
through
guess we
that
could probably.
challenge.
Yeah, I want to go over like all of them. See, like go like frame by frame what could possibly going on in that frame, stuff like that. I think one like most interesting. I could probably go to like the one I found like kind of interesting. We can do that one first, but we can pretty much do each one.
Drop it
And
in
me,
the Discord chat so I can put it on the screen.
fact goes, I'm trying to talk while I find it. I'm trying.
Nah, you good. Like I think in one of them we saw like what's his name?
we saw Daemon, we saw Himawari, we saw Inojin. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure we saw like Hidari and Sarada.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of.
Uh-oh.
Inojin.
Yeah,
Yeah, fact, that's
Inojin
the
was
one I'm
a
about to drop
weird.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one I'm about to drop right now. But the crazy thing is, like in this frame right here, like you kind of see Boruto right there as well. Boruto and Jura. This looks like it's within the same exact fight as what's happening right now. Because of course Jura doesn't have that right eye because of Kawaki, and Boruto's
right,
laying on the floor. Like this
right,
could be like from this actual fight.
right. That's how I perceived it when I read it originally when it dropped in the chapter. I just read it as like, because essentially we saw some of these pages prior to Kawaki actually pulling up to the battlefield. So I just saw it as like Kashin Koji saw it in like a future or in midi futures, like right before it was happening, and that's why he was so shocked too. He was like, excuse me, he was like, "What the heck is going on?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to put this on up for everybody real quick. So bear with me 1 second. But yeah, keep on going.
Oh yeah, rock out. But yeah, one of the not one of the things. It's kind of interesting. The next chapter, you could probably figure out specifically what's going to happen in that battle because Kashin Koji is like pretty much seeing exactly what's going on. I'm pretty sure Ada, we already heard her. She was essentially asking Kashin Koji what's going on, what's going to happen next, and Kashin Koji is likely going to have an answer for her. So hopefully, he pretty much spoils everything in the next chapter. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind.
I mean, I think Kashin Koji is starting to notice that he shouldn't create more singularities and stuff. So I don't know if he's going to start sharing more information per se. Then he's going to start holding some more back.
Well, good point. Good point.
But what do you
But
think?
I still don't know what's going on.
What future do you think you saw? You said the one that we're seeing currently. Why can't I fucking save this?
Yeah, well, first things first, Boruto's gonna get knocked out again. Unfortunately, basically, you know how he was pretty much clowning Kawaki for getting knocked out every single chapter. That's probably about to happen to Boruto.
Boruto already got knocked out.
Yeah, he already got knocked out in this second chapter right here. I mean, not second, in this future vision right here from Kashin Koji. Look like he got knocked out again. So you feel me? All the respect to my guy Boruto. He becoming new Kawaki,
that's the thing.
Kawaki becoming new Boruto.
That's the thing. I'm perceiving like that, like these sequences, because they're on different reels, right? So the sequence when we see with Boruto and Jura, those are the sequences I believe that we seen within chapter 23, just like essentially from different angles, because we know Boruto was unconscious prior to Kawaki showing up, and he woke up once Kawaki started to speak to him, and after he was attacking Jura and stuff. So I just perceive that as like Koji just seeing like the future. Maybe that's just a sight or a vision, maybe from Jura's perspective, because he was about to Bijou blast Boruto from above, and then Kawaki, stabbed him in his eye. So that's related to. I believe at the very least that's what was those two reels are related to. But for the Himawari and Inojo scenes, obviously they're for like later down in possible futures. So.
Oh, you know what? I'm just realizing what Bar said. So Bar, you pretty much think that Boruto, he's seeing like in the future and Boruto's on the ground a second time?
Yeah, and I understand. I see Black Uchiha trying to save my guy Boruto's aura, trying to save that he wasn't knocked out multiple times. I respect it. I respect it.
Bro, nah, I'm on Black side. I think that he's seeing currently what's going on right now. It's possible like it didn't happen at the same time that we saw it. Like it possibly happened like in the past, but we just got it at that same time. If that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm agreeing more with Black. Like he just saw it exactly what we saw, just at a different angle.
Yeah, because it's like you see these panels prior to Kashin Koji. Prior to Kawaki showing up, and then in the midst of it, that's when we start to see more, and it's more of the Sarada stuff, or just like, and then more shots of Jura and having his eye taken out, and we see that Kawaki just took out his eye, and then Jura grabs him or tries to grab him at the very least and reaches above and stuff like that. So I think those are for the most part similar shots. We can always wait until see next chapter, and it might be we can still see Jura grab his face similarly, or he might be, because I still think he will, but he might be Boruto and Kawaki up, and that might just be another shot of Boruto laying down. So you could still be right, Bar.
Nah, I don't think Bar is right. I think he's like seeing time in a linear fashion. So he's seeing it from like every point possible, even if like from past to future. So he's not starting it off like from his time right now to what's to the future. So you can see the future and the past kind of.
We contorting so much reality just to protect my guys' aura. I respect it.
Not linear, but you see a time of like you ever heard like they say time moves like water or whatever. So like you see everything from beginning to end or whatever. So I don't think you see it from one point.
Oh yeah, he's just looking at different shots and he can just like look at whichever point whenever.
Yeah.
I understand it when niggas turning time into elements and stuff just to put.
Unlike Ada, it's like all right. So like Ada can only see as far back as when she's like started her life or whatever when she was born. Like she can't go anywhere past that. Kashin Koji is able to go past that. Like go or would that be past or does that even make sense?
Well, he's like going. He can go like as far into the future as possible.
Or I was talking about in the past as possible because. Ada can only go as far back in the past as to the point where she was born.
But Kashin Koji can't look into the past though.
What I'm saying.
I think he's seeing time at like all at once. So like the past and the future at the same time. This. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. He has a godly ability. Why not? Why put limitations on him?
Well, essentially, like when his ability activates, like he's seeing the timeline of the entire world, like from beginning to end.
That's what I would say. I mean, it probably doesn't show us that just not to convolute things, but I think he sees it like from beginning to end.
No, I get what you mean. I don't necessarily think that's it like completely, but I do get what you mean though.
I mean, I'm protecting Boruto's aura. Ain't no way my man's is getting clocked twice, bro. Ain't no way he's just gonna take that L twice, bro. Not standing up.
Bro, it's respectable, bro. It's Jura, bro. Even Kawaki lost to Jura at one time, bro. Come on, even the great Kawaki.
Cool.
Even the strongest character in the series lost to Jura once.
I mean, but he had an excuse then, which is crazy because he was limited. So like full power, him is like another level, which we never discussed either on a previous pod. Do you guys think he's stronger now than Ishiki? Like, do you think he's already surpassed that?
He's at the very least at Ishiki level. Yeah, we did, and I won't. Yeah, that's a good point too. But I do think at the very least he's at Ishiki's level, if not beyond, with his full karma activated.
Yeah, I'd say that as well. I'd agree with that. The only thing I wonder how like skilled he is with like Sukuna Hikon and Daikokuten, because Ishiki Otsutsuki had years of using that. But he's not like pulling wine glasses out of that dimension.
Nah, yeah. But he's gotten better.
He's gotten better. Why you pulling out wine glasses and shit for?
Bro, I'm just saying he's not styling with it. Like, you feel me? He not like he just doing what he needs to do. He just doing what was necessary.
Cause bro,
he's not dribbling no.
Bro ain't got the drip like that to be like trying to do shit like Jigen was doing, bro.
He didn't even pull out his dojutsu either.
He's playing more like Steve Nash and less like Kyrie. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's
getting the job done, but it don't look as good as
it don't look as good. I mean, even though Steve Nash his shit was actually pretty butter, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, true.
I remember like going to watch him in a game, bro. It seemed like he gliding on the fucking court, bro. This shit was amazing to me.
I forgot Freegame from Arizona. He had to defend Steve Nash.
Steve Nash used to play for the Nets. What are you talking about?
No, that wasn't Steve Nash.
I swear to God, didn't Steve Nash play for the Nets? Or am I tripping?
Well, he was on Phoenix, bro.
He was on Phoenix. He didn't start off in Phoenix. Didn't he start off with the Nets?
He started off with Dallas.
Bro, I'm not tripping.
I think something like that. Let me check.
I know he went from Phoenix to the Lakers for sure.
Hold up.
He went from Phoenix to Dallas to Phoenix, then he went to the Lakers at his last few years.
Nah, that's wild.
Yeah, sure.
He did not play for.
Oh, I'm tripping. Nah. He wasn't the coach for the Nets? I know he had something to do with the Nets at one point, bro.
Yeah. He was the coach for the Nets.
You're probably thinking about Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Yeah. You're absolutely right. I'm thinking about Jason Kidd. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Jason Kidd. Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, I know I ain't tripping, bro, but I know Steve Nash had something to do with the Nets. I was like, bro, you ain't gonna tell me this nigga ain't dude.
He coached the KD era Nets. So
yeah. Well, you're right. Yeah, and you're right too. Like I'm thinking about Jason Kidd.
Facts. In my bad chat, I just took us on like a complete different hiatus. Like,
no, I was just about to say, I was like, but back to Kawaki though. But like, even with him pulling up how he did, I think it's interesting how much he was able to do against Jura and still probably like deduce the fact that he would need to activate like at least stage 1 of his karma seal. So like, how do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, it happened directly after the Biju bomb. That happened directly after that Biju bomb. And to be honest, that's the one that I put Boruto out the first time. So like, yeah, I think once he figured out like the power that the Biju bomb could probably have, it's more like that instinct that my guy Naruto had when he fought against the Shinju clones the first time when he seen the manga kill Sharingan. Yeah, he instantly had to put on the what's it called, the cloak. I forgot the KCM cloak. He instantly had to put it on just off protection and safety. So I think that's what Kawaki doing as of right now. He understands that it's possible that he could get clipped with something like that if he's not too careful. So he's just taking that. He's just doing that out of precaution. Now I think if hypothetically he was forced to fight against Jura, like without this version of Jura, I'd say this version of Jura without the karma still, I don't think it'd look worse than how Boruto's fight looked against Jura. I don't think it'd look worse. And I say that also, this version of Jura is obviously weaker than that version of Jura. This version of Jura doesn't have a karma seal. So I expect this fight to go a lot differently. I expect Kawaki to put up a lot better fight.
Jura has a
Not
karma
Karma. I
set.
mean Renegon.
Oh, bro, I was
Renegon. I
like,
meant
whoa,
Renegon.
that's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
bugging.
yeah.
Yeah, he lost the Renegon.
I
He
mean,
lost
One
the
of them
I
Renegon.
ain't
still
gonna
has
cap.
the
Yeah,
I'm not
functionality
gonna
he's
cap.
supposed to be.
I ain't gonna cap, bro. Boruto lasted pretty long against Jura, so
Yeah, he lost the
Yeah,
fight again
bro.
too,
I
but
agree.
he held his
but
own.
I think just as much as like the main anchor for Boruto throughout that entire fight was flying like Thunder God. I think for Kawaki, just watching that small little exchange between him and Jura, like him shrinking himself might just be like equivalent to Boruto's, because he can just vanish from his sight and pop back up at any second, just like how Boruto could. And that might be the one thing that helps Kawaki. But I also think that just naturally, Kawaki's stronger than Boruto. Like, I'm talking about just like exerting more force, like outwardly. So I just think he might be able to punch harder or just like exert more like force with his attacks. Because Boruto, I mean, the Rasengan is crazy, but like his strongest attack would probably be like, aside from the Uzuhiko with the hacks, would be like, maybe other than anything like maybe purple lightning enhance would be like a big Rasengan, like one of those big ball Rasengans. And Kawaki, he got some pretty strong and powerful attacks. And he's naturally just always been shown to be like stronger than Boruto, at least like physically. So I think he might be able to but he already activated his karma seal. But even with that, still, if we get a chance to see him go against Jura prior to Boruto jumping into the fight and helping out, we might be able to see at least more. I don't want to say like he's going to do better, but even it's not like I'm scared to say, but I'm trying to really get the point I'm trying to make across. But I think we might see more damage done to Jura. Not necessarily. I don't think Jura might take it as like he's more of a threat than Boruto. It might be the same difficulty level, but his attacks, like Boruto landed a lot of attacks on Jura. It's just that they didn't do anything. So I believe Kawaki can land the same amount, if not probably a little bit more attacks. But those attacks that he do land will probably do significantly more damage than what Boruto's attack did. Because like he landed a Rasengan that didn't do anything. The Uzuhiko only brought him to his knees. Purple Lightning only shocked him. And the best thing he got was his sword, because he's able to at least cut off a limb with his sword, as we've seen. So, You feel me?
Now, in fact, another big thing that I kind of noticed on my reread, Boruto was kind of like noticeably fatigued in the battle versus Jura, and Jura even pointed it out. So it looks like their stamina is like just way better than regular human beings as well. So it's crazy. But hopefully, like now that Kawaki has like a full tank, like maybe he could actually push Jura or one of these Shinjus, or not specifically Jura, to like his limit, see exactly how much stamina he really got.
I think I don't know. How do you see him like going out? Because he just got a power up, and
I don't see him going. You talking about Kawaki?
Yeah, because I mean he just got a power up, so it's like the fight has to go somewhere. And do you think like Boruto might like they're gonna keep him looking good? He might have. I feel like he's gonna have great moments in the chapter, but ultimately, like, how do y'all think the power up aspect is gonna play? Because we've seen like characters get power ups and do damage. Basically, do you think he might get the cold treatment with his power up?
Nah, I don't think he's gonna get like the absolute cold treatment. I think he'll get like the Vegeta treatment, or like, oh shit, I'm getting full. Like Vegeta, he comes out, he's badass. He beats Android 20, whatever fucking Android that was, and then right after that he gets smacked by Android 18. Like he's gonna have his big glow up moment, his glory moment, and then it's just gonna get fucking outshined.
But who's the Android 20 in this situation? Because Boruto already defeated
Mushi,
Monster.
Stop it.
Why not?
Wait, say that again?
Why not? Come on, why is that even funny? Come on, why?
Boruto is not Boruto. Kawaki is smoking that young man.
We did see him in one of the futures, but I think he's gonna be like that's more for like Daemon though.
Nah, see, like we need to see how strong he is first though. If he comes and he just fights Daemon and he just like going hand to hand with Daemon, everybody's gonna be like, bullshit. But if we see him,
so you're saying Kawaki gonna be the warm up?
Yeah, like if we see him come out like one shot Kawaki, and then he fights Daemon and they're like neck and neck or whatever, then nobody will be like, oh, nah, that's BS.
I ain't gonna lie, one shot Kawaki is crazy.
Yeah, this man is.
Well, actually, that's a good point. Hold on, because do y'all think Amado took away from his defense? Because supposedly his durability and defense is supposed to be maxed out to near immortality, and we seen what Boruto was able to do with one punch to the gut. and what Jura was able to do prior. So do y'all think right now it's cap if we see Kawaki get hit in a fight and he's still standing?
I think so.
I'm like, no.
Nah, even if like his durability, say, was still the same or whatever.
Because Amado said he would have to take it from his defense, and that was like the whole thing he was scared of, like Kawaki possibly dying. But Kawaki was like, nah, I need all of that offensive power up. You feel me? So
that's what I'm saying. But like, you got to think about it though. Like, if his defense was max and Jura didn't even hit him with all like full power, with a full power kick or whatever. I gotta reread that chapter. I don't know if it was like one kick or a punch and a kick, but like.
He kicked him. Yeah, it was like two. He punched him and kicked him away.
Hit him with a 2-piece. All right, so like Jura should essentially be able to hit him with a 2-piece now and knock him the fuck out.
Yeah, basically. Long story short.
Yeah, like no matter how.
But not even knocking him because he knocked him out last time.
That's what I'm saying. Like if his defensive abilities are drastically cut, then it should be practical for a Jura to be able to knock him out with like a punch or two.
I can't disagree. Currently, I can't disagree. I want to go back and reread that battle.
Reread that? It was very short. It was one panel. It's not much to reread.
Like
that's why literally,
it took him 2 hits, bro, and then Delta had to splash water on this man's face, scream at him, like he was gone. So I'm saying, if punches him now,
details. What are we doing here?
if Amado really took away from his defense any type of way, bro, and Jura punches him now with just the same amount of force as he did back then, Kawaki, like, I don't know, unless they make it where like Amado just did some other stuff or he took a risk with Kawaki's body pause and then he just gave him some crazy overexert of offensive capabilities, or instead of redirecting all of that defensive power back to offense, he probably unlocked more Shibai cells within Kawaki, because I know people want to say like how Kawaki can be related to having the Shibai cells, even though it's kind of alluded in the gray area whether or not he does or doesn't have Shibai cells. But it can be something with Shibai cells that he just added onto it and he kept his defensive higher. But I don't know. I'm not trying to be nitpicky, but I don't know if they should just like let that, like when they explain his power up, like Amado gotta be specific in terms of like what did he do with his defense if his offensive obviously is this strong now as we see.
Yeah, because I don't think Amado was a fool. I think Amado would have thought about that shit ahead of time. Like, hey, all right, so I'm gonna increase your limiters, but I'm not gonna increase them to max stats. He probably only got him to like 100% because he said he wanted to overmax his offense or whatever.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, if that's how I think that's how that chapter went. He wanted him to like make him stronger than possible.
Yeah, he basically wanted him to be as strong as like the monsters that were outside. It's kind of the way he framed it.
So like if he can overmax his defense, then I'm pretty sure Kawaki logically understood that he can probably overmax his offense as well. Which would bring me to maybe he is over Ishiki.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, that's not far out the realm because Amado says it's possible. It's just that he said he would have to take all of that stuff from his defense, though, the way he put it. Or maybe that was just the way for him to dissuade Kawaki from making the decision, and he was just like, you got me. He's like, yeah, just make me stronger. So, but you're right, though. I do think he's at the very least at Ishiki's level or stronger than Ishiki currently, so.
Do you think Jinwoo would have took that chance? Because like sorry. If the system would have gave him that option, hey, bro, you can lower your defense, but you're gonna max out your offense or overmax your offense. Think Jinwoo would have took that?
That's what Jinwoo like right now.
We talking about solo leveling, nigga, or are we talking about the Squid Games, nigga?
Solo leveling. Squid Games is insane.
Nah, he said Squid Games. That's crazy. I'm about to say like right now.
I've never seen part 2 Squid Games. That's crazy.
Part 3 just came out.
Part 3 just came out.
I didn't like part 1, so why would I watch part 2?
I feel that. I respect it.
I thought, of course, Squid Games was pretty fucking corny. I'm not a fan of gore and shit like that, so I wasn't even into it. That's another story for a later time.
But you like scary? I'm gonna take us on this detour. This is a crazy detour. What were we talking about again?
You should watch the scary movie called Double Blind. That shit fucking.
See, he could tell he don't like gore.
Yeah, I mean, but that shit was. Squid Games is like over the top though.
I don't know. It was just people getting shot. You see that in Boys in the
I
Hood.
mean, nah, I ain't gonna lie. Squid Games is kind of wild.
Squid Games is over the top, bro. Squid Games is over the top. I don't really like that show too much. I can't do it.
Remind me of Attack on Titan. I respect
It's
it.
like Saw, bro. I can't watch Saw. I love scary movies, but I just can't watch people get mutilated. That shit does not work
I
for
don't
me.
fuck with Saul. I can't fuck with shit like
I
that.
seen I,
Yeah,
I seen somebody get the Achilles popped on Saw. I said, "Oh hell no, never
Oh
again."
hell nah.
Uh,
Oh hell nah, bro. I would have fainted. Nah, I can't do that shit. Yeah, you better than me, bro.
then strapped a ring to his Achilles and just pulled it. Like, oh no,
Oh
hell
my
no.
goodness. All right. So let's get off of this. Let's get off of this topic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my man. All right.
Whew.
So another image we have here, Himawari.
Whew.
Himawari is in the flash forward scene. What do we think she's doing? Because suppose she can't leave the Hidden Leaf Village. If
In
she
the
leaves the Hidden Leaf Village,
same
Jura pulling up,
in the same
and of
one
course,
or no?
hmm?
Oh yeah, in the same
Say
one.
again.
Okay. No, I was just making sure it
Yeah,
was in the
yeah,
same
this one.
frame.
Yeah, this one right here at the bottom. So Himawari's right there, and it looks like Jura is like in front of like all the images. Or that's not Jura. That's Kashin Koji. I'm fried. I'm fried. Yeah. So what scene does it seem like, or what scene do you guys think Sara Himawari is going to be a part of at this particular point?
She finna say the day.
Stop it. Come on, bro. We being
She
realistic.
finna pull out. She finna be like, yes, let's run that back, girl.
Hell
Beat the
yeah!
brakes off him
Right after Kawaki get 2-piece, right? Niggas sitting
with her true nine tails. Word.
in another reservoir.
Hey, I go now, bro.
Nah, that's funny though. But I don't know. I think it just shows more proof that it lies in the possibility that, obviously our parties, at the very least for now, because we know Yodo's dead, but all parties on the battlefield will survive like the oncoming onslaught, because who else would Himawari be coming into contact with, other than like Jura or another Shinju probably trying to take her towards Jura. So it just shows that this conflict is going to go further into the future. But for the most part, I want to say it's possibly with Jura, but I ain't gonna cap, bro. They giving this dude like mad clout, like he got mad ops right now. I know, like normally the villain is obviously the big and bad for all the good guys, but everybody is pinpointed to a specific villain. So kind of like how we pinpoint Hidari to Sarada or Mamushi to Ada and Daemon and stuff like that. So, but with Jura, it's like he's running the ones with Kawaki. He's running the ones with Boruto. He got beef with Boruto. And then also in the back of my mind, oh, snap, he also want to run the ones with Himawari again. So it's like, and then he also called out Shikadai, right? So a lot of interesting things is going down, but I can't see her matching up with anyone other than Jura in that point in time. So,
Yeah, not for
Or
a
this
fact.
possibly just proves my point that he's seeing everything at the same fucking time. But then the time might change. But I
like,
really
he just
think
standing in the middle of it and all the reels are like going around him.
I really think none of this is going to matter in the future, though. Like, I think it's going to change again. That's why I think this dude's ability is fucking ass. I think it's trash, bro. Like, since time's been going pop by and we've been two blue vortexes have been progressing, his ability has been getting asser and asser. The first time we saw it, that shit was like amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, nah, he tripping.
Kashin Koji has the most motherfucking useless ability I've ever heard of in my fucking life. Oh, I can tell
No,
the
he just
future,
gotta limit
but
the
if I tell you the
singularities.
future, bro, fuck out of here. That nah.
All he gotta do is limit the
Ain't
singularities. He'll be straight,
it's
bro.
nothing
That's
that you
all
want
he.
to tell me that's going to convince me
Oh my.
otherwise.
It's handy if he was like a selfish character and like only the readers knew what he was thinking. But the fact that he's trying to help people out, but he can't really help people out by saying too much. I mean, for the most part, he's directing people in the right path and like at least scurrying along like the good outcomes by directing Shikamaru like, oh, send these people on the mission or go to these people or do so. I feel like he's doing what he can, And Boruto's also playing his part and he's showing like how he can outsmart everybody because this whole trick and maneuver that he pulled with Kawaki was something that Kashin Koji didn't foresee. So it's just something that
Do you
it
think that
shows you how
you think it's possible? Sorry to cut you off. You think it's possible that he's not able to use the full capabilities? He's possibly not using the full capabilities of his what is these shits called? Shinjutsu, right?
the prescience, the 10 directions.
Yeah, whatever it's called, whatever his ability is called. He's not using the full capabilities of it, kind of like how Ada can't use the full capabilities of her ability because she's not or she's not Otsutsuki or however that shit's framed. So like maybe like that's why the singularity shit comes into effect. Maybe Shibai, even if he told somebody what the future is going to be, he didn't create a singularity. Like this is part of the drawback of being an android instead of being Shibai, who the one who created the ability.
I mean, I still think it works in a way because, like Kashin Koji says, if you tell
works.
somebody about something in the future,
It
like
works.
it's gonna be hard for them not to act in the same way that like the future originally outplayed with them having that knowledge. So, but even with Shiba, I think it might be similar because I don't think Kashin Koji has full control. I think it's still like the max ability, like Ada. It's just that he doesn't have control. So with Ada, she can't activate omnipotence whenever she wants. And we see with Kashin Koji, the updates just come automatically, as opposed to maybe with Shiba, he can just check for updates whenever he wants to.
Yeah, no, that's possible. But as far as like Himawari goes, though, like just to be a little bit more serious, like I don't think Himawari is gonna really do much. I was reading something. I was reading back in that. No, seriously though, like maybe she plays some type of role, but I don't think it's gonna be like the grand role, like the main role. I think it's going to be more of like Boruto and Sarda. I was reading back on a chapter with because I downloaded Viz so I can read the chapter again, but for whatever reason on the app, all you can see is the volumes. So what the fuck ever. But on one of the volumes, it just when you preview it, it takes you to the chapter where Sasuke and Boruto are training together, and they eventually come up with eventually meet Code and they fight against Code or whatever. But he said something pretty interesting to Boruto. I forget what he said verbatim. He said that it was going to be him and Sarda that actually like changes the future. Like he's putting his gut feeling on it. Let me see if I can get it for you real quick.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. Right before, well, not right before they. Well, I think it was like the pages before they met Code, but they were like kind of traveling in the forest during the time.
Yeah, they were running.
Yeah, I remember. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, and prophecies be wrong. I don't know.
I mean, it'd be kind of stupid to write it down and then it doesn't fucking happen. But I mean, yeah, true. It's possibly not. He's probably talking about something that's more in the future. But I just thought it was interesting and probably like coalesce with this situation that we're having right now. Understand why I started asking me to help you. Blah blah blah. No. Okay, hold on. You have the same determination. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, bias aside, I believe that Sarda is gonna be a major role in the endgame. So,
yeah, it says
regardless,
Sasuke says something is going on, something that only you and Sarda can deal with. That's what my gut is telling me, and that's why I mentored you. Yeah, that's what I think.
Oh yeah, I remember that quote.
Big Uchiha vibes.
Yeah, I remember that. And then what's called Kashin Koji kind of doubled down with it because he set up their whole entire mission specifically so she could unlock her Mangekyo Sharingan.
Yeah. That is true.
Not unlock it, but like utilize it.
And then like when you
reawaken it.
When you go into this next chapter or not chapter, next page that you dropped right here, you got Sarda in the left hand corner, but she's also by Hidari, so it's possibly something that has to do with those two. But
yeah, she's gonna beat the brakes off of Hidari. That's what that is.
I don't know about that. But yeah,
trash. I don't get. I'm agree with it, but I'm not even glazing Sarda. It's just the fact that Hidari is so fucking trash.
We're not glazing Sarda as he proceeds to glaze Sarda. I understand.
I don't think Hidari's trash.
I'm not even glazing Sarda. I'm just fucking trashing Hidari. I'm just saying he's trash.
I think Hidari, man, he got jumped though. Like I ain't gonna cap, he did get jumped. Ryu got jumped too, so hey.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe I had too high of expectations for the character. I don't know, bro.
But Hidari got jumped. He got jumped with like two of the strongest characters in the verse, like in the midst of that group jumping him. So he was bound to lose, bro.
Sasuke did get treated like a cert. Like they have been doing Sasuke dirty all fucking Boruto. So never mind. I take that back.
Oh no, I feel like a lot of his unfortunes are understandable. People just don't follow the lore, understand.
Yeah, And I ain't even trying to get into that with Sasuke either, you feel me? But yeah, that's true.
Sasuke had somebody's toes in his mouth, bro. Shit, straight disrespect. They been disrespecting
Yo,
Sasuke on another
That's
level, bro.
crazy. That was fake news. Don't do my boy Sasuke like that. We not even for the, that was
No,
fake
that's
news.
factual news, bro. Sasuke, one of my favorite
For-
characters. I was devastated.
That was fake news.
Nah, don't say that, bro. You've lost your Sasuke fan card, bro. Black
Nah,
Uchiha,
ain't
this man's been
bro. Ain't
calling for,
no way, bro.
bro.
Just because
This
I'm
man's
telling
been
the
calling for
truth.
Sasuke's death since like episode 100 of Boruto, bro. Come on, what are we
That's
doing?
true. That's crazy,
this,
bro.
this is different. Nah, stop it,
I
bro.
just knew he was gonna
Stop.
die, bro. Because I'm telling that's because I'm a
Nah,
truth
bro.
teller, bro. Come on, man.
I knew Sasuke was gonna be out here, bro. He's the lone wolf, bro. He's gonna be the survivor.
This
He's
guy,
gonna be here at the end of the story.
this guy's mad at me because I'm a truth teller. That's crazy, chat. It's insane. Because I told the truth. Wasn't I right though?
And plus,
There?
when we think about it, right, the whole point of the mission, like the overall mission of Boruto and Kashin Koji, is to save Sasuke. Like essentially, the timeline where Jura is defeated is the timeline where Sasuke is saved. So like this whole entire operation, like the grand scheme, is like Operation Save Sasuke. So like when Sasuke come back, bro, he finna come back like swinging chakra and aura around like it's nothing, bro. I'm finna tell y'all.
He gonna come back.
You think they saying bump Moegi if they get Sasuke back?
Ain't nobody even caring about Moegi. I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro.
They tell Konohama to go get it back in blood.
Hey, Konohama got a long history of fumbling, so if he can attempt to, he ain't gonna have my support.
Yeah,
but
why
this is crazy.
Moegi? Wasn't in one of the episodes this nigga was Superman and a princess or some shit like that? If I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty sure Shorty was rocking with Konohamaru, but like I don't know how he just not with it, bro. Bro, talk about someone trying to be Hokage. You're not even pursuing that dream with your whole heart. What are you talking about? So, like,
don't start. Bro, I was arguing with Momo on the last podcast. He said Konohamaru stronger than that Shiki. I was like, bro, all right, we're not going to consider.
We gotta stop this. All right.
Yeah, I was like, bro, that's nothing that you're ever going to say. That's going to fucking make me believe that shit.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back to the image on screen right here. So it looks like Bug, or I forgot his actual Shinju name. Well, Bug and Daemon is confirmed. Yeah, Momoshiki. We see the top of Daemon's head right by Momoshiki. So it looks like that battle's confirmed. Or it might be.
If you call it a battle, but yeah.
If the vision is correct, yeah. What do you mean if we call it? You think Daemon's going to destroy him?
Absolutely, bro. He's going to beat the brakes off of that man.
I respect it.
I don't think so. And I can't wait till this shit happens. So when the chapter actually comes out, I'm gonna clip this just for that specific moment. I'm gonna clip it, bro, and I'm gonna save it on my external hard drive in a special folder. It's gonna say "Laugh at Black." I'm gonna set a reminder on my phone too.
Set the reminder and let them know, man. Daemon ain't losing to no Mushi Shinju clone. He's gonna rip that man beard off of his chin, right? Shove it down his mouth, all 2 teeth that he got inside of his mouth. And he's gonna kick that man back into the Shinju hideout and have Jura side-eyeing again, because Jura ain't gonna want no pieces of that. It's gonna be simple and plain like that.
I second that, ditto, man. I'm telling you, that clip button gonna be feeling extra lonely on that night after Freegame realized Daemon just absolutely destroyed Mamushi, bro.
That's what I'm telling. Hey, Chad, what y'all think? I'm about to drop a
poll. Why y'all think we seeing the top of Daemon's head? Why y'all think we seeing the top of Daemon's head? He probably smiling.
Because that kid is probably wanted to give it away. On the ground with his face and eating.
Nah, he probably laughing at Momoshiki, and Momoshiki looked like he already got blood. He probably. I don't even think he got his beard. He already lost his beard. He lost his beard.
I mean, he took it off like he was a fucking Voltermite, bro, and he's ready for fucking battle.
Stop it.
Come on,
nah, bro. Damon ripped it off.
He wants to take his own beard off, bro.
Nah, come on, bro. My dude, hey, Black, you watch motherfucking
in front of the Huz.
You watch Invincible. My man, in front of motherfucking Allen, what he do? He ripped off his beard to show him he was the actual Voltermite. My dude Bud ripped off his beard to show people he's not fucking playing, bro. He's not fucking playing. He's letting them know. He's showing his true power, bro. The beard is kind of like my boy from Bleach. He wears the eye patch to hold back his motherfucking true power, bro. Once the eye patch come off, bro, it's out of there.
You know what? One of you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, one of y'all just said earlier on the pod that y'all think Bug might be matching up with Himawari or something like that.
I never said that.
Can't be. We basically got spoiled in image right here.
Okay, but I think the Momoshiki Shinju does have to, like, he got to have another matchup because I think he's gonna lose to Daemon, but like once he come across Daemon, bro, it's gonna be GG's, bro. The fight gonna be over. So like, I mean, the fight versus Boruto, it was kind of cool, but even like that isn't enough. Like, bro, Daemon would beat the brakes off of that man, bro. Like, come on, bro.
See, I'm talking while I'm typing. I put Mushi and Bug, bro, in the poll. My fault, chat.
Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, this man Daemon is different.
How you spell his name? Mushi, bro. I'm just gonna spell it how I want to spell it.
Mushi.
Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. There you go. I fixed it. Who y'all think win? Because I think these dudes is capping. I'm giving it to Momoshiki. If y'all say
I bet you Daemon's gonna win that. Ain't nobody gonna vote for Momoshiki.
Did y'all say Daemon? I'm ending alive.
That's crazy.
I enjoy Daemon as a character. I understand where they're going with him, but he can't be the strongest for too long, bro. He has to get humbled. My dude sits around all day. He has to get humbled. I have to see it.
That's why he sits around all day, because it's like if he's active right now, things will be like pretty boring because he just walk around punching shit straight into action. Like he will punch people into their place.
Whoever's the one person who voted for Daemon, you're a fucking loser. So I say that.
That's crazy.
What was the poll? What was the poll?
Huh?
What was the poll? What you mean? Who voted for Daemon?
Who wins, Mushi or Daemon?
Come on, bro. Daemon is stomping that young man. What are we doing here? We all know. We all understand this. The question is what my guy Black Uchiha asked a couple seconds ago or a couple minutes ago. Who is Momoshiki going to fight first so he can establish his dominance?
Yeah,
I'm assuming it could probably be Team 10. I could probably see that. He could probably run through Team 10 without killing anybody. That wouldn't be a problem. I mean, I don't even think he beats like. No, he could beat Code, but Code is he's already been fodderized.
Yeah, he has. Mm-hmm. That's also a good point too, because Code might be somewhere lurking anyway. But I think for sure Momoshiki's like, that actually is a good matchup because like he doesn't even have to fight some of the good guys or like someone from Hidden Leaf to establish, like he could be the one to fight. Because remember, Ryu was like, hey, next time I see Code, can I kill him? And Jura was like, hey, free range, go ahead and chop his head off the board. You feel me? So, but now we know that Ryu's out here in the cosmos thanks to the Queen Sarada, but it could be Momoshiki, the one that comes across Code and gives him his final goodbye.
Right,
and then we can see like that.
What if like Daemon's powers doesn't even work against Momoshiki, bro? Like he's already proven that he can invade Ada's mind space and shit like that. You ain't seen nobody do that, bro. I'll
tell Momoshiki, go ahead and try it out. Go ahead and think the worst possible death you could think of.
Speed and strength wise, he was already clowning Code. Like it was embarrassing. Like he didn't even use that ability after opponent with Code. So
Code is not a fucking. Code is not a. It's not the proper fucking scale we should be.
I mean, that's the only extended fight we've seen with Daemon, but then it just goes off of statements and like how he reacts. But like beyond, I mean, like that fight was 3 years ago, but taking into account, like Code isn't a trainer, so like essentially, I would say he's probably. I don't think he's weaker at this point. Well, now he doesn't have an arm and he doesn't have an eye, so hey, it's up to whoever wants to say. But for the most part, it's like. Daemon already established his dominance, but just how easy he defeated that Code, and we knew that Code was like way stronger than Jigen, and it's just the fact that how easy he defeated him. And then people like one of the things I like to bring up, especially whenever like talking about Daemon, is like some things that I feel like is overlooked in a lot of topic discussions. Is like there's a lot of instances throughout part 1 where Daemon flat out just says he doesn't care about Otsus. Like general, like he doesn't specifically say Boruto or he says I don't care about like Otsutsuki, or he doesn't say he responds to Amado. He's like, yeah, Amado's like, oh, Kawaki is already this strong, and then he's only going to get stronger, and eventually he's going to unlock Ishiki's full power. There was a point in time Daemon interrupted, and it was like, bro, it don't matter. You know, he's basically letting people like, it don't matter who this, that, or the third. Like, Ada got me. Everything's going to be cool. So like my whole thing goes off of Daemon's confidence, on top of like what's already been established with his dominance and the fact of how easy it was for him to defeat Code and how strong we know Code already is, despite him being a laughable character, bro. He laughed throughout the whole fight, bro. Like and then he caught Kawaki. Like we ain't never seen nothing like that. The coldest thing, like everybody went crazy when Bariyama and Naruto caught Ishiki's rods, and then he threw Ishiki. Like Daemon literally caught them rods with his mouth, bro. We ain't never seen nothing like that, bro. He bit it mid-air. He was like, nifty trick. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Dude's cold, bro. And Boruto's popping up in the Hidden Leaf
but at
doing
the
the
same
Rasengan.
time, you always gotta remember Kawaki was limited at the time as well too. So I mean, you can't really compare it to Bariyama.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't as full port. He wasn't as strong, and it wasn't probably as it wasn't as strong as like Ishiki's. But it's just the proof is in the pudding, bro. He's established himself as number one.
Where is this fucking? Hey, hold up. I can't let black people like buy without explaining where these motherfucking phrases come from. Where did the phrase "the proof is in the pudding" come from? Like, why is the proof in the pudding, bro? Out of all places, why put the fucking proof there? Like,
it's how it tastes. Like whoever's pudding tastes better. Like it's the proof's there. I'm pretty sure it was like a pudding tasting contest. So, let me Google it. Or ask ChatGPT.
Why is the proof in the pudding? Because everybody wants to get the piece of the pudding, so everybody gonna have to see the pudding. So the proof is in the pudding.
And then Black say it like every podcast at least once, bro. The proof is in the pudding, bro. What the fuck?
I feel because y'all always be having me defense. So I'll be like, bro, look, the proof is in the pudding, bro. Come on.
Why is this proof in this motherfucking proverbial pudding, bro?
Why is the proof in the pudding?
Hey yo, shout out to J Money Go 8. He shout out to $2 donation. He say I can see a bug absorbing Jura if he lose to P and K. Who's B and K?
He said, read that again. You can see Jura.
I can see bug absorbing Jura if he lose to Boruto and Kawaki. I'm fried. I don't know what B and K means.
Okay. He can see Jura absorbing bug or bug absorbing Jura.
Yeah.
All due respect to all due respect to Bug. All due respect to Bug. I just don't see Bug's character just doesn't give he just doesn't give that off to me. Like Jura would be the person absorbing Bug, all due respect.
I think Bug is gonna be pretty savage. I think he's gonna be the most ruthless Shinju that we see. Like just pure malicious intent. Because we see he's kind of like a nasty personality. Mm-hmm. So I mean, but I don't think he's absorbing Jura like on something like that though. Nah.
I mean, why is he the only Shinju we haven't seen yet though? We got the main boss, the big bad guy, before we even get Bug, bro. We got him twice, not one time.
I feel like we should throw people off, bro. Because if people know, like, because I think even the consensus within the Hidden Leaf Village is like, just don't provoke Jura. So like, people already established them as threat. That's the thing, though. People already established these entities as threats, but not villains. So like, once Momoshiki comes into the picture and we see how actively like savage, because like Ryu had his short time lived because he came into the picture and he was only listening to Jura because Jura said it. But without Jura say so, he would have walked around killing ninjas as he saw fit. So once we see Momoshiki get into action and we see how he act, people already scared of the way the man look. Bro got like 7 teeth.
Ugh, bro, his breath probably smell like fucking billy goats, bro. Honestly.
He said, "Wow."
Yo, I just found out what billy goats smell like, and that shit's insane. But yeah, go ahead.
The only thing, Jura just looks too serious to me to be caught lacking like that. Like Shinju, I could understand Shinju going down by his clones. But yeah. Jura he just see that.
He gonna read his mind.
Honestly, bro, Jura just got stabbed in the fucking head though. So like, you see his resilience. Like I wanted to ask you guys a question too. Like I was rereading the chapter and he was talking about Boruto before he killed him. He said, what the fuck did he say? Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. I have it saved, so it's gonna be real quick.
That nigga Boruto the GOAT. I ain't gonna lie. Hardest fight I ever had in my life.
Cause I be having to write shit down. Cause I'm like, bro, I forget the shit. So let me write it down real quick. Yeah. All right. So I wanted to know your opinion. Like, how much does Jura know really about the Otsutsuki? Because he says, still breathing. You're tougher than I expected. How very Otsutsuki of you. To Boruto. And even unconscious, you hold on to your master's blade.
Now go ahead.
No. I was reading what he said. Even unconscious, you hold on to your master's blade. My bad.
Well, now I was gonna say he spent all those thousands of years with Ishiki, so he should know at least a lot in
Yeah,
Jigen.
he probably also saw Otsutsuki battles as well. To be honest,
Facts.
He's from the
like,
juvenile Tensails. How old is this juvenile Tensails? Was it? Oh, didn't they say it was around when Kaguya was around?
Yeah, shit. Juvenile could probably be like 3,000 years as opposed to the normal 5 to 6,000 years.
yeah, true.
Shit's on
Yeah,
shit.
everything's different.
It's not from human perspective. Surely ain't from humans' juvenile perspective. But
Yeah,
at the very
but that to
least, oh no, yeah, I was just gonna say at the very least with Jigen or Ishiki, he has that experience. So
no, yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, I was about to say, and that's an interesting quote because I said it before, like seeing what these ten tails think of Otsutsuki clan members, like as like an actual sentient human being. I think that could be an interesting point of view, an interesting perspective. Because all we really know from like Otsutsuki ten tails perspective is just that the Otsutsuki views them as just like random pets that they use to extract chakra. But then, of course, like we see it from or we hear from the ten tails perspective, and it's like all they do is like really value the chakra fruit, and Otsutsuki clan is just like playing like catch with the chakra fruit, and the ten tails just in the middle.
facts.
Like, do y'all
I
think
mean, Jura
that?
kind of looks at them as food though. Either way, so like that would kind of be like you can, I guess you can say his perspective, where like the Otsutsuki see them as pets, but the Ten-Tails essentially just see them as food because in normal circumstances they're not sentient and they don't have like the ability to think and comprehend their thoughts like Jura does or these other Shinju creatures. So in most circumstances, like it's just a wild beast and all it does is just see an Otsutsuki and it just sees it as food, regardless of if it's being chained down or being controlled. It's still like it's just, oh, there goes some food. I can eat that food. So I still think it just sees them as food, and then yeah,
I
Yeah, I can
mean,
see
yeah,
that.
because they're following their natural. They say that like following their natural urges or whatever. It's probably not verbatim what they say. It's like they still want to consume Otsutsukis at the end of the day. But like, do y'all think that you're gonna get more information on what like the Otsutskis are via the Shinjus, or do you like still hoping for this Otsutsuki arc that we're probably never gonna get?
Well, both. I
well,
think
yeah,
they
exactly. Yeah.
this could probably be
I'm
the
just being
start of the
honest, bro.
information. This could be like the start of the information of the Otsutsuki clan that we've been wanting to hear for like a super long time. And to be honest, like I wouldn't be super surprised if we possibly get like some flashbacks from Jura's perspective as a ten tails, like as being
Right.
close to like his death. I think that would be like a super interesting time period, and we get like a lot of information about the Otsutsuki clans like that.
All right. Because I ain't gonna cap, bro. The clan, like, they only saving grace is Boruto and Kawaki, bro. Like, honestly, the clan is a bunch of bums. They scared. They got their best soldiers out to planet Earth. They dying. They getting picked off like some fruit in the farmyard, and the supposedly quote unquote the elders of the clan that are somewhere out there. You know what I'm saying? They scared. They still hiding in their little cave. They're not coming outside.
Hey, what if they? What if it's like? I hate to keep on comparing it to Invincible, but you remember on like season 3? Oh fuck,
Mm-hmm.
well, I don't want to ruin it if you're
No, rock
gonna
out, rock out.
rewatch
I'll
it.
probably forget it by the time I even decide to rewatch it.
Shit, but there's not that many Vulture mites left or whatever. There's only like 70 or some shit like that, bro. Bro said. So like, what
Yeah.
if like the Sushi clan is like in the same position where they're like kind of like dying out as far as like a race?
They still scared, man. I'm
Still
trying to watch
scared.
my language, but long story short, them niggas is pussy. They pussy, bro. They scared to step outside because even if it's like
Scared to
10 or
step
15, like
outside.
at the very least, we know from Urashiki's statements back during the anime portion of the Chunin exams arc is like they were sent, like him, Momoshiki, and Kenshiki. They were sent out there. Who the fuck sent them niggas? Like who sent them? And why they scared to step outside? You feel me? Because you know what I'm saying? Like I
No,
said,
I
they
think of it
saving grace for
differently,
the
bro. I
clan
think
is
that's their
just
light work. I think
that's
that's
they
their light work they standing out.
that's they
I
like
think they
man,
worry about bigger and little things.
I think they lost their heavy hitters. It was
Why would you send out your
Kenshiki.
prince if you're trying to send out the light work though?
They said
That ain't no prince.
Kenshiki
Let's be honest.
and Momoshiki died. Like, nah, it's cap. It's cap.
I mean, if Momoshiki is fucking supposed to be stronger than Ken, shit, I'm wrong train of thought here. If Ishiki is supposed to be stronger than Momoshiki, shouldn't they already been like kind of worried? Like, what the fuck happened? Oh, but they
That's
already
why you
knew
gotta
that.
get the
That
code.
no, I'm tripping. They already knew Kaguya, kind of like backdoored them though.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's probably why they sent them. They was like, nah, you gotta pick them up. They were like, they some dangerous outlaws, bro.
There's something going on there. The
Or
space
maybe I was about to
curvature.
say, or maybe it was like Kaguya was on an incognito mission and she completed only half the mission, no pun intended, when she took half of Ishiki's body, and it's like, okay, boom, you got rid of the target, but you ain't bring back the objective, which was like the chakra food. So it's like she betrayed the
hmm
clan. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Ishiki is like
and that's
he never showed any intentions of like bringing it back. Like, because Momoshiki's whole thing was to get the chakra food and bring it back to the clan. That's like his
hmm
whole thing, bro.
But he
Ishiki
said
was
something
just trying
about
to
the
eat it.
Otsutsuki will like dying with him or some shit like that as well. Like he's like the one of the
yeah,
last Otsutsuki members left. I think we just talked
Yeah,
about this
that's
shit
why
before
it's
as well.
interesting because it's like there has to be more history behind like whatever him and Kaguya had going on. It had to be something off. Like I feel like Ishiki was operating off the books. It's too. He's sus. He's sus even
yeah.
upon the
No,
plan itself. It's
no,
sus.
I've been talking about this for a minute. I think Ishii was like one of the rogue Otsutsuki members, and he was pretty much saying like the Otsutsuki clan lost as well. This is my idea. He was essentially thinking that the Otsutsuki clan lost his way by gathering up all the chakra fruits, and not necessarily using it to like further the clan by actually individually getting stronger. Where I think that's like the actual Otsutsuki will, where he pretty much told Code like gather up chakra fruits, eat it yourself, and get as strong as you can to possibly become the Otsutsuki god. Whereas I think that most of the Otsutsuki clan nowadays, they're getting chakra fruit just to give it back to the government or the Otsutsuki king
Yeah,
gang, whoever it is at this point.
the cowards in the and behind the curtains because even then it's like I feel like the next Otsutsuki we might see because I know we're gonna see the Princess Akibi Otsutsuki, but maybe we might see Code
She's not an
transform.
Otsutsuki, bro. She's not an
She's
Otsutsuki.
She's
the true
definitely gonna be
Otsutsuki. I'm
Otsutsuki.
telling y'all, bro. Akibi is an
She's
Otsutsuki,
definitely
bro.
gonna be
This is,
Otsutsuki.
Come on,
bro.
bro.
She's
They're
Otsutsuki,
not.
bro.
They're not like they're not hinting towards it for no fucking reason, bro. She's
Yeah,
definitely gonna be
bro. She's
Otsutsuki.
coming back. Akibi Otsutsuki, and they ain't gonna be no regular Otsutsuki. They're gonna be like, what? Her name was scratched
She's
off
a
in the
nice
history
young
books.
lady, bro.
Akibi
Nice young lady.
Otsutsuki,
She
the
is a
goddess
nice young
before
lady.
Kaguya. They gonna be like, dang, her name was in the history books, bro.
Hey, y'all, come now, bro. She's a nice young lady. We just throwing that Otsutsuki on anybody.
I'm
The
saying
Robin
though,
guy was
like.
Otsutsuki.
Even like because we know she gonna at the very least. Aside from her though, realistically, well, I do think that's realistic. But like for the sake of the discussion, like aside from her, Code, I see maybe, but like for Code, I think the only possible way would be for him to somehow one up the Shinju and finally get like comeuppance on Boruto and Kawaki. Like, haha, I got that chakra fruit once for all. Him turning
Thanks.
into Otsutsuki, like if they actually turn Code into and they start calling him Otsutsuki within the story, I'll be like, damn, they probably just don't got no more members because at this point it's like maybe they just retconning it. But I think we need to get into some Otsutsuki lore for sure. Like it's
Yeah,
too
for
long.
sure. Yeah, to be honest, I think that's what's gonna happen after this particular arc right here. Now, don't get me wrong, I think that the Kawaki and Boruto saga would potentially pop off after this arc. But I think after this arc, yeah, the only thing that they really got to do is tackle that Otsutsuki dilemma. The two missing Otsutsuki members plus Momoshiki's whole backstory and lore. Yeah, it's time.
Overly time for sure. Overly time.
It's a lot of shit that's been overly timed, but it doesn't happen. All right. What what chances do you guys see out of 10 or out of 5 possibility that Momoshiki or a hint of Momoshiki comes next chapter cliffhanger?
Next, like
Oh,
chapter 24, the
Mm-hmm.
big Kobe number.
Big Kobe, rest in peace.
Uh, rest in
year
peace,
2 of
Kobe.
the Boruto manga.
Like
Damn, that is the second year. Actually, the fact that you said that too, Bar,
second year,
that would have
really?
it would have the 24th chapter. There's 12 chapters a year. That would officially
Oh
mark
yeah,
the
that's
second.
facts. Yeah, I didn't even do math like that. That's crazy. I
Yeah,
just do math off the top of the head, just automatically. All right,
I mean,
math in every situation
Momo.
here. All right, fuck with you guys.
I don't. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to think in a scenario with that. I'm trying to like imagine myself with Kashin Koji's ability in the middle of a whole bunch of reels. Like, would it be oversaturated in any possibility where Momoshiki pops up in this battlefield? I don't know.
Maybe it's that single. Maybe like Barra said. Maybe Barra's absolutely right. Maybe he's the singularity that he never accounted for.
It already like he already didn't account for Kawaki showing up this strong. So like he didn't account for the things that Boruto did prior in the last 6 days. So I mean, I wouldn't put it past it. I can't cap. You know, I especially in the past, I definitely enjoyed Momoshiki's time in the chapters on screen and stuff like that. He was an amazing character for me. On a scale of 1 to 5, though, I just say I'll say a 3. Just keep it in the middle. I say 2.5 actually. I'll say a 2.5.
I say 3 is more in the middle. 3 is more.
To be honest, I thought
I'll go 6.
What the hell? Hey, the audio is fucked over right now. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all right now.
You heard that?
Yeah, I heard you say I'll go 6, but the audio just fucked over for like 5 seconds. I'm sorry, your audience.
Yeah, my bad. I accidentally pulled out the cord. I told you I got a new cord, bro.
Oh shit!
It's
you pulling out the
bro.
cord? Fuck the audio up like that?
Yeah, it's loose as hell, bro.
As soon as you did that, I fucked up
like,
Black's audio, everything. Your audio fucked up and Black's audio fucked up.
Oh, Black's audio messed up
at
too?
the same time. That's why I was like, I thought it was just my Discord.
Nah, bro, this mic powerful, bro. What were we talking about again?
Sentient. This shit's crazy. And then knock the Discord thing off of motherfucking Streamlabs. Crazy. Oh shit. God.
Oh no,
damn.
it's different. That's that orb we were seeing the other day in Jersey, bro. I ain't want to lie.
You said what?
Well, no, we was talking about it again. I forgot what we was talking about. I had a point too.
I don't remember, bro. I will have to like re-listen to even know what the hell we was talking about.
Damn, bro.
The chat knows. Hold on.
Well, I was asking 1 through 5. What do you guys, as far as like?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I was like 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5.
Oh yeah, and I was like, I thought I had like a low number, but I said 6. I said 6. Yeah, I said like 6.
Damn,
10.
I thought that was Black that said that. Nah, maybe your audio was the one that fucked up then.
Oh yeah, it was him that said 6. That was him.
Oh okay.
Yeah, I said
that was your audio that fucking almost blew my eardrums out.
No, I told you. I told you. I plugged my cord up by mistake. Yeah. So yeah, I say 6. I think it's more likely than not. I think the one that Kashin Koji gave us a couple of chapters ago, or let's say a few chapters ago. I think that could be legit. Like if Boruto legitimately does just Karmasil, Momoshiki probably pops out. Especially in a situation like this where Boruto himself isn't necessarily controlling his Karmasil, it's really going to be like resonating off of Kawaki. You understand? The Karmasil gets more power when it's resonating off another character with Karmasil as well. Yeah, I just think it makes too much sense. And not only that, the other flash forward scene that we did see a little bit earlier, even though my guys really want to desperately have us believe it was just like a flashback of Kashin Koji seeing Boruto knocked out before. I think there's going to be a second time where Boruto gets knocked out. And that particular time, Kawaki can't necessarily save Boruto. I think I said Momoshiki. Yeah, I think Momoshiki is going to be the one that actually saved Boruto. I think at that particular point, that's when Momoshiki pops out, where you can see the actual Borushiki version of the post-time skip Boruto. And it'll likely be like, I won't say the end of Jura because we still got to see the other flash forward scenes. Still got to see
GG's, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be GG's for Jura. All the respect. He's probably gonna be running off like 10%, like how Jigen was after that battle. Yeah,
10%.
Just because of the fact that we still got to see, Mushi versus Daemon. We still got to see Hidari versus Sarada. I'd say Jura escapes hypothetically if Momoshiki pops up, but I'd say 60% Momoshiki gives us like at least a hint. At least we get to see Momoshiki pop up. I think. Even if he doesn't fully take over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even if he doesn't fully take over, like, how likely is it that we like at least get a cliffhanger from him? Because he's been silent all 2 Blue Vortex, bro. Boruto said he hasn't heard a word from him, not a peep. It's not like Momoshiki at all, bro.
Maybe a flashback of him, something maybe. But as for like him popping up in this battle, bro, like Bara pointed out, bro, because in my like he's gonna end it if he pops up. He's gonna end it. He's gonna beat the brakes off of Jura. He's gonna do like, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna do him really dirty. So I don't see him popping up. And in this fight, I do think Jura is gonna retreat some way, somehow. Maybe just because it makes logical sense. The fight gotta play out in a way I think if it comes to a point where we really just have to rely on Momoshiki like to dissolve this situation, that just must mean like Kawaki and possibly his horn state just wasn't it. It wasn't enough. So
Or what if all right, so like what if Boruto, you remember when Momoshiki used to appear in Boruto and he used to get like weak or whatever and he'd like pass out? What if that's
yeah,
what if that is what he was seeing instead of fucking Boruto getting knocked out from Jura?
that's kind of hard to say because who could tell if he could even see those interactions with Momoshiki and Boruto when they talk, like when time is frozen.
No,
So
no, no. I'm saying like Boruto's passed out. Remember he used to like grab his heart and shit like that and fucking pass out when Momoshiki was trying to take over.
yeah.
Like, what if it's one of those situations, like the True Essence situation, where he passed the fuck out first, and then like he got up and he was like True Essence Boruto at that point in time, using Momoshiki's abilities in sync with his own.
Oh, like he somehow activates the karma and still able to retain his consciousness.
Yeah, but he has that horn and everything.
GG's. It's still GG's for
Yeah,
it's
still all
GG's for
due
jury.
respect.
Shit.
Mhm. Yeah, I heavily agree. I mean, even if Boruto utilized the regular karma seal, like I still believe it's going to be a hard time for my guy for my guy Kashin. I say Kashin, for my guy Jura, because I think Boruto is probably going to have some sort of healing properties from the karma seal as well. Not necessarily saying that Momoshiki is going to fully take over and heal everything like how it used to, but not only that, his hits are going to be hard. He's going to be faster. So like, and we've seen how he couldn't even really handle the speed of Boruto before. Like, all due respect.
Yeah,
All due
Jura's
respect.
doing. I mean, the saving grace is that little Bijou bombs is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, especially that last one he shot at Kawaki. That was a pause. That was a fat ass blast, bro. Like he blasted the shit out the terrain.
I really don't think that we're seeing like 100% full power Jura, bro.
Yeah, so I think he can even. So he might be able to shoot off like way stronger Bijou bombs for sure. But
Oh.
man, Momoshiki gonna pop up, bro. Nah, Boruto gonna gain like some common sense, and he gonna absorb that attack and shoot it back at Jura twice as strong, bro. Like we
I
be
don't think
forgetting, he
he can
basically
do
got the
that.
watered down. Yeah, like he's the watered down version of Daemon, kind of basically. Like he could reflect any attack as long as he absorbs it. So.
I mean, yeah, he can. I forgot about that.
Well, yeah, I could just easily see a situation where they beat Jura in a way where they drive him back, and then Jura, because he's a Shinju, there's so much ways for him to just actually escape, and then eventually this is possible as well. The other Shinjus put in enough work, turn enough other people to trees, to where Jura and the rest of the Shinju get stronger, and then like another battle with Jura is probably going to be like significantly harder. I could see that.
I do believe there is at the very least going to be another battle with Jura that will be harder. But it's just hard to imagine because I think it's gonna happen too, Bar. But like the way that he would retreat, like right now with like, because at the end of the day, Jura, like let me not cap, like Jura ain't that guy. He's strong, so and right now he has the upper hand in the battle, so it's hard to
No,
see a
yeah,
situation where he's gonna retreat and how it has to play because it still has to happen. Like we have so much things for it to go down, and all these major players aren't even in the land of wind. So we got to see Himawari, Hidari. Uh, we obviously see Sakura that's knocked out, but we see her in some of the future sites, Inojin. So, bro, I don't know, and maybe Momoshiki does pop up and Jura surprises us all. He makes like that, yeah. He's like, yeah, that dude is too
no,
strong, and he just dips.
no, yeah.
He's just like,
Jura
yeah,
is a different gentleman. So like if
yeah.
he is holding some deep power, I talked about this last week. I think could be fighting for what he loves the most, which for him as of right now is just life, because he's like literally going against his actual instincts to like preserve his life because he literally loves it. So like if he finds himself in a situation where he's actually about to die, I could see him going to another level. But
Oh
as
yeah,
right
for sure.
now,
I think the power up for Jura comes like because right now I don't think like how most of the community would think that Jura is purposely holding back. I think he's fighting to like his heart's content until like what he believes is necessary, like what he is known to do. But once they reach to a point where he can either get emotionally unstable or like truly get angry, then we're gonna see like him really lash out and like another level of power unlocked through Jura. He has a power up coming and I
yeah, I
believe
could
it's
see
going to
that.
be, yeah, I think it's going to be more authentic rather than him just being like, okay, this isn't even my final form, you know? So I just think it's going to be more so like you know, they might get the one up on him, or maybe it is Momoshiki that does it, and he's getting beat so crazy, like he can't even comprehend what's going on, and he just snaps and he gets angry, and with the anger comes power, more chakra, and he just keeps on getting stronger and stronger. And that's a version of Jura that Kashin Koji saw. It's like, yeah, let's not get to that version of Jura. That's why he's so adamant on like, let's not provoke him. You know.
Yeah, I'm picking what you're throwing down.
That's true. Yeah.
If we had nothing else to add, I did have a question like from a long time ago, but this might be like completely changing the subject.
I mean, you're completely changing the subject, anyways. Go ahead.
Oh, not if Freegame, if you had something else to add.
No, I don't have anything besides that you dropped the fucking definition of why we got the phrase "the proof is in the pudding." I was reading it. Oh yeah.
I had it kind of right. I thought it was just like a pudding tasting contest, and they had to taste which pudding is better.
It's the true value of quality of something that can only be judged after it's been tested or experienced.
Yeah. So it was like just to know if the pudding is good or bad. Like they have to taste. Like if it's spoiled or not. Like they have to actually taste.
So you have to taste it anyway. Okay.
Yeah. So
the proof is in the pudding, bro. You got to taste it
anyway. Take it literally,
You can only test the value of the quality of this shit is in the pudding, man. You gotta taste it.
That's funny as hell.
But we was talking about Daemon earlier. I was trying to figure out how strong y'all carrying the Daemon faith. So hypothetically, not even hypothetically, by the end of the series, who do you think is gonna have more impact on the series, Mitsuki or Daemon?
Impact in terms of like for the story?
Yeah.
Mitsuki, but it's Mitsuki part of the Mangekyo gang Uchihas like Daemon is? No, because he's not that guy. Daemon is. But, you know, Mitsuki will have more impact on the story, I think. He has a very important character role.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Black. I'm going to say, as far as like who's going to be the coolest, of course, Daemon.
Yeah, Big Daemon.
Yeah, Big Daemon's going to be the coolest, but who's going to play a major role in the future is going to be most likely... what's his name again? I forget his name. Shit. Yeah.
Snake guy.
God damn. Bro, I used to love Misc. Now it's like Misc's so fucking irrelevant to me. I don't know.
This is what I'm saying. So, and Daemon's about to literally defeat the whole Shinju.
They still pushing Misc.
How y'all coming?
They still pushing Misc with the main character. That's son. You're my son dynamic and shit like that. They're still trying to figure that out. So. Until they figure that out and like we get an actual proper conclusion to it, then Misc's still gonna be playing a role in the future.
Yeah,
I don't know, partners. I might have to defend Daemon for a second, partners. I don't know. Daemon's already getting a huge W by defeating Momoshiki. Already.
What? He didn't do anything. He didn't even defeat Momoshiki. What are you talking about?
Bro, he's pretty much about to defeat him. I'm pretty much moving like Ilya Tapori, bro. I'm celebrating before the fight even happens. That's how I'm coming.
Bro, I'm clipping this as well. I'm leaving all this shit in a special file.
Damon's gonna cook him. I mean, that's
that special file gonna be lonely as hell. Once Damon destroys my guy.
I don't know if they give Daemon some character moments, like if we get, because like right now he ain't nothing to throw him on. He's like Jura, which is why it's like crazy that people even try to downplay Daemon and his greatness, because it's like nothing really has thrown him off. You feel me? Nothing really like has taken him out of his comfort zone for real. So it's hard to even like gauge, even like with the little amount of screen time that he's had. It's hard to gauge like where they want to go with like terms of his character development. So I can't even say it's gonna have major impact to the story, as opposed to just being like a pedestal towards Boruto. So it's like maybe just a level that Boruto has to reach. Maybe final battle might just be like on some friendly sparring, like at the end of the story, everybody resolves everything, and Damon's like, hey, finally, I think Boruto, you and Kawaki are finally strong enough. Let's see if you guys can defeat me. Maybe that's like something like that, and he's just there for like a strength gauge purpose for the good guys at the very least. Like once Daemon starts to stress out, then we can know like we're really in some deep shit. You feel me? So I don't see it going like unless they introduce new aspects to his characters. Maybe once we start learning more about his powers and they go that route, we will. But as far as right now, like it's not going to be as impactful, as important as whatever role Mitsuki's set up for in the future, for sure. But it's always going to be like Team Daemon, bro. Big Daemon.
I don't know. Daemon and Himawari could form a diabolical team in the future.
I feel like he can play major roles in like battle moments. So like when it comes to like fighting and stuff. So yeah, I definitely think his contribution would be greater than Mitsuki's in that case. Yeah, but symbolically, Mitsuki will always propel above Daemon as a character. But like as for like action or physically, yes, for sure. Like he's gonna probably get harder opponents or more difficult. Will get more difficult fights than Mitsuki. He's strong. He's the strongest character in the story. So I don't find it crazy he's going to tag team with either Boruto or even Himawari sometime in the future. I still think that we're going to get a point in time where he wants to box one of them, and he feels like they've reached a certain point where like it's time. And the fact that both Boruto and Himawari obviously isn't at that point yet, it just lets me know that Daemon is chilling, bro. He's chilling.
I can see that. I can see that. By the way, we do have to celebrate Mitsuki's W's last chapter. We did defeat a couple of Claw Roms.
Oh my
Even
goodness.
a couple of litters. You still got to celebrate every W my guy can get. He's not pulling up. He's not pulling no Konohamaras out here. He's actually getting W's. Gotta respect it.
Konohamaru
I mean,
low
yeah, I
for
get
getting
that.
thrown from a very long distance, bro. I mean, that's a W.
People was on him that he had to activate Sage Mode. I just really like. I didn't really care for it, but I was like, yeah, I mean, Mitsuki did what
Come
he had to
on,
do.
yeah, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Shit.
That's
That is
crazy.
kind of crazy if we power
The
scale him with
anime is gonna make it.
Chochi was slapping him up,
Gonna
man.
be
I ain't
like
about to lie.
it's gonna be like 50 claw guns in the anime that Mitsuki took out by himself.
It gotta be, bro.
I hope
It
so.
gotta be. Maybe like
I hope.
57. A lot of them.
Yeah, I hope it look like that modern scene versus the Shinobi Alliances.
Oh, that would be
That's
fire.
OD. That could be his moment because everybody
Need it.
kind of had their own moment this chapter. I mean, this arc. So that could be Mitsuki's moment.
Yeah, to see him run through 50 of them, yeah.
Yeah,
We need student. Yeah, almost forgot it. We need student parity to activate.
yeah.
Facts.
That actually could work. Because when he activated that Sage Mode versus Ryu, and they gaslighted us in those sneak peeks. It was like, oh, Ryu versus Mitsuki. That joint didn't last 2 pages.
Bro, they do Misc so bad, bro. They do Misc
I
so bad. Like the
last
Ryu
2
battle,
pages.
man, the Ryu arc, I didn't really enjoy it that much. I thought it could have been a little bit longer, bro. I think it was kind of wasted.
Man, that's just. I mean, I can see what you're saying. Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, but hold on, we got some super chats. I wanna not waste people money here. Chris the B702 says Kawaki uses his karma, which triggers Boruto's karma, and Momo pops out, beats Jura, and destroys Konoha or something like that. Appreciate the donation. How y'all feel about that?
As realistic, the only thing I would say is I think that Kawaki pretty much destroys Konoha because Boruto commented on it. So like, but everything else is realistic. I'd say.
Wait, what
Super
did you say?
realistic.
Sorry, say that one more time.
I think Kawaki eventually ends up destroying the Konoha because of the dialogue that Boruto and Kawaki had at the beginning of the Boruto series. Remember when Boruto said, "Kawaki, I didn't think you'd go this far."
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I do think Kawaki might still be the one to destroy. It's hard to imagine, but he might be the one to destroy the Hidden Leaf. I don't think we're going to get to that. People want to get to that scene so soon. I don't think we're going to get to that scene even within this arc, because Kawaki as a character is still changing, and he's still in that phase where he's willing to, accept and work with Boruto. Like, I guess you can say like the anger throughout the last 3 years has diluted. You can't have no choice but at least have his mind clear up some and realize like he was spazzing out 3 years ago. Even like the whole omnipotence thing and then just blaming Naruto's death, faking Naruto's death on Boruto. It's like, well, you was spazzing out, my guy. Like Boruto didn't have to die without a sentence coming out his mouth. Like let the man talk. You feel me?
Yeah.
So now we see he's willing to work with Boruto at the very least. So like there's development there, and then the growth is gonna have to go beyond that to where he subtly accepts the reality of the choice he's going to make rather than like rationalizing his decision in the spur of the moment. So like normally, like how we see in earlier in TBV, the instant he sees Boruto, he's attacking, or the instant he sees Boruto, he's alerting everybody, watch out for Boruto. And we got Shinju in the village and stuff like that. I feel like now it just might be like, nah, I'm not gonna be obnoxious with it. I'm not gonna attack you on sight, but like, bro, you're gonna die by my hands. So his character, I feel like, is gonna evolve to that point, and right now he's still in the middle of that evolution.
A quick question. I guess when we're talking about Kawaki, do you think he's like? I guess we could. I guess we could look at this macro now. In regards to Sasuke, like how good is he as like a secondary character to Boruto?
I mean, comparing him to Sasuke.
Yeah.
Like Sasuke is like
Is he
cooler.
a worthy number two, like comparing to what Sasuke is, or what's the foundation that Sasuke like laid? I guess.
I mean, and just to be realistic, honestly, Kawaki low-key saved Boruto. Like I'm talking about like the franchise. So like I know we like harp on him, or me and Black Dude, you defend him as hard as you can. But like yeah, we get on we get on Kawaki's ass because they have been like serving him L dishes like crazy recently, but he really saved the Boruto franchise, and like we are waiting. A lot of people, especially us as a fandom, we're waiting for that flash forward scene to see Kawaki versus Boruto. So, I mean, like he's holding up his mantle. It's just that recently, right now, he's been just facing L's for character growth and character development. But it's the thing is Sasuke kept his like aura, like from Shippuden. I mean, from part one all the way to fucking through Shippuden to Boruto. So like it's kind of hard because he never had that that fall off moment. I mean, I guess he did really, but it didn't really last that long.
Yeah. I mean, people was just it was hit or miss because like people didn't like that last shout Sasuke era, like where after Itachi died, he was like they call him emo Sasuke, like everybody has to die, Sasuke. I'm like,
but
sometimes everybody has to fucking die, bro.
Yeah,
like, I mean,
shit.
But even that though, like that got aura around. Like, bro, I feel like Kawaki's L's look like Michael Jordan L's. Like, even when he went to the 5 Kage summit and almost died three separate times, like people talk about it. Like you feel me? Like he pulled up on the 5 Kage and he won. Like if you don't know, like he almost lost 3 times.
Like the worst thing I see around Sasuke's character is like, they was like, okay, Killer Bee could have killed Sasuke. Like people won't let that Killer Bee fight go. Like, yeah, Sasuke almost got maxed.
Oh, come on, yeah.
Maxed out
multiple times he could have killed Sasuke. Multiple times.
They got maxed out by Killer Bee for sure. He got maxed them out, but like my guy, he pulled through. At the end of the day, he came out on top. You feel me? And it's like Sasuke was like that guy, bro. Like he's always been that guy, bro. It's like, yeah, bro. Kawaki, I ain't gonna cap, man. Prior to like when he sealed Naruto away, that was like peak for me because I was like, dang, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn, this nigga Kawaki savage, bro. The whole omnipotence thing, and then the way he maneuvered around omnipotence, like the way he carried himself, it just lets me know like he couldn't follow through. Like he was good at that. You feel me? It was smooth. It was looking pretty, but he just couldn't follow through at the end and fold it. And it made it even like worse because like the higher you are, the harder you fall. And that's very true for Kawaki had clout, bro. Like Freegame said, he saved the series in part one. He came in part one. He was damn near everybody's profile picture within the first couple of months of his introduction. Like everything that was going down with his character, like people was just like, yeah, bro, I can't imagine what would make this guy want to betray. Now, all of these things we were coming up with theories of how Ishiki takes over his body, all of these things, and it's like he was really up there. So his fall was only going to be very crazy, and they handled his fall well because it's always within the story. My gripes and complaints with the character are it's never like outside of the story where I find problems with the writing around the character. I still think his character writing has been like damn near close to, if not flawless, throughout the story. So for the most part, it's there, but like it's done so well to the point where like Sasuke never lost his aura of coolness. So I can't say it's the same level as Sasuke, but kind of like the same what Freegame said, like Kawaki is holding his own mantle. He's still doing a great job to being the 1-2 punch to Boruto. So it's up there. But Sasuke is that guy, bro.
Yeah. And then Sasuke never wanted to wear Naruto's drawers, bro. Like,
yeah.
Kawaki just basically wants to wear Boruto.
What?
Yeah, basically he wants to be Boruto, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't be more like a person than
that was not what he wanted to do, bro.
He stole the man's life, bro. It's just not.
Stole
it's
the
not.
man's. Stole the man's.
That was not
bro.
his choice.
Stole his underwear,
That's
bro.
good, bro. The bigger you are, the harder you fall, man.
went into that deeply. Like if you want to be a person so bad, bro, might as well put on their underwear. Might as well.
Nah, this is terrible work. What are we talking about?
Might as
It was
fucking
not
well,
his
bro.
choice. It was done unwillingly against his will. Like,
What?
we understand what was going on
You
here.
act like he didn't have consent for this. He was all for it, bro.
And it's like it's not even that. If he just left it at that, he created the lie of Naruto's death, and then he placed it on Boruto, bro. It's like his action. That's why I say his actions after omnipotence. It's like I ain't gonna blame omnipotence on him, but his actions post omnipotence showed me what his true colors were at the time. Like, bro, he's not like that. He's not built for the moment. The lights were too bright.
So
Got
I mean,
Boruto's britches,
but if we comparing things to what Sasuke did, this is nothing. Let's be honest. Like, let's be honest. What are we doing here? Sasuke was a much bigger villain than my guy Kawaki.
I mean, that can be argued, but it's not about like Sasuke. At the end of the day, if people go through like the arc, Sasuke never really left his moral ground, right? Kawaki, his thing is all over the place, right? Now they parallel each other, obviously, because they're the two, but it's like Kawaki's like he goes from like, oh, I want to kill Otsutsuki, I want to protect Naruto, I gotta kill Boruto. It's like I want to track down Cole. It's like, what do you want to do, and why haven't you done it? Sasuke, from a kid, he was like, nah, I want to kill my brother. So the nigga left the village. He was like, I'm out of here, bro. I'm gonna get this work done. He's like, y'all here talking. He wasn't about talking. He was like, if he had a goal in mind,
gang and everything, bro.
yeah, he was like, if he had a goal,
I heavily disagree.
I'm gonna do what I need to do to complete the mission at hand, bro. And Sasuke got it done. Like, come on, bro.
I'd argue Sarada strayed more from her morals than Kawaki.
Sarada?
Yes.
That's
absolutely.
How did she stray from her
goals? The goals and the specific wants of Kawaki was to always protect Naruto. Everything he's doing is for that specific goal and for that specific purpose. He's been doing that. That's what he's been doing. Sarada completely forgot she wants to be the Hokage.
Nah, she just said it. She just said it in chapter. She just said it in the chapter where she no. She just said it in the chapter where she got her Mangekyo, bro. Come on, now you just fucking.
She confirmed what I'm saying.
Nah, bro. Now you just yapping. He's just fucking yapping right now, bro. It's all bars King Yap, right?
I'm letting niggas know.
Bro, that's cap. That's overly cap.
Bar yapping, bro. Hold on. Let's get to the super chat.
I'm giving out a real spill.
You yapping, bro. Hey, J Money Go Away. Thank you for the $5 donation. He says, so y'all think Koji will warn Ada to stop using her ability and focus? Hold on, my bad. This shit just got out my face now. So y'all think Koji will warn Ada to stop using her ability and focus on protecting herself since Kawaki and Delta are gone? The Leaf is defenseless.
I mean, did he get a vision that someone would be attacking the Leaf? Another good question that I pretty much got from that super chat. Why isn't Kashin Koji telling him about Bug's him? Why isn't Kashin Koji telling Ada about Bug's abilities? Or Momoshi's, let's say that.
I mean, that's true. I don't know.
She's just avoiding him. That's it. And then, I don't really think. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and at the same time too, like creating more singularity thing. Like you don't really want to give everybody like everything. Tell them like spoon feed them all the information. That's why he's like giving bits and pieces of like information. He's not divulging everything.
Yeah, you don't want everybody to be a singularity. I get that. We were already talking about how his abilities is pretty much nerfed to high heavens already. Yeah.
Right. And for the most part, I mean, I know the future just updated and stuff like that, but even prior to that, Kashin Koji, like, Himawari is directed to stay in the village for a reason, because, like, that's the one safe place for her. So, like, the village is safe. Like, ain't nobody attacking the village right now.
Yeah, and Jura himself kind of respects the Hidden Leaf Village. It's kind of one of the big reasons why he's
bro got an open tag.
Mushi, bro. Momoshi's gonna attack. Bro, we just seen Momoshi's head. I mean, Bug's head fight Momoshi. So obviously, Momoshi's in the village, bro.
That's a possibility then too. Yeah, it could be Mushi that attacks the Hidden Leaf Village.
Maybe he pulls up and tries to attack Ada, but like, bro, Daemon is there, so Kashin Koji ain't got to tell Ada nothing. Like, Daemon is there, bro. Like, at the end of the day, he's waiting for somebody to try him. You know that one? What's that one song by
bro? What's it? Days Love, crazy.
That's the song. That's been playing in his head this entire time.
I was just about to say that. over. So you saying Damon Dad's Loaf, bro? That's crazy.
Like, let him try me. Damon's waiting, but he's waiting. I'm trying to tell y'all, he's waiting.
I mean, that could be
Sure. Well,
a big reason on why Kashin Koji ain't say nothing to Ada about Momoshiki, like coming to attack her and shit like that. I mean, she already know about him, but I mean, like,
well,
Yeah.
well, a quick question. Or rock out before you.
No, go ahead. I was just agreeing. Go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, hypothetically, could Himawari help out in that battle without Jura attacking?
Against who?
You mean Momoshiki without Daemon? Wait, what do you mean without Jura attacking?
Yeah, hypothetically, Momoshiki attacks the Hidden Leaf Village. Could Himawari join that battle without Jura attacking? Because Jura respects the Hidden Leaf Village.
Depending on the time frame. That is his target, though, so it's hard to say. If it's going down like right now, no, obviously not. He got his hands full with the Karma brothers, but
the Karma brothers.
I feel like anytime afterwards, though, yeah. I
Bro,
can
I
see.
ain't never heard nobody call them the Karma brothers, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to cut you off, like.
Nah. That's their nickname, the Karma brothers. So.
Oh, bro, that's what we're gonna start calling the duo now, is the Karma brothers. That's insane. All right, my bad.
Nah, I mean, I feel like he would treat him like, I feel like Kawaki's gonna be added to the list. So like, Boruto and Himawari essentially had the same treatment via Kashin Koji's information, and Boruto just broke the treaty because he's like, just don't show up nowhere. Because if either Boruto or Himawari pop up, Jura is gonna pull up. You feel me? So as long as she's in the village, she's good. So whatever Momoshiki does, he just might be walking to his death. Like, bro, he's not gonna stop you from walking to. We seen him. He let Matsuri and Ryu walk right into their death, and he ain't stop him. So he ain't gonna stop Momoshiki. Like, hey, go ahead, bro. He get pieced up by Daemon and Himawari in the village. That's his fault.
Bro, I'm sorry. This is probably going off topic, but you just gave me an idea for some new merch. Karma Brothers, bro. I'm gonna take the fucking
Karma Brothers. Brothers.
I'm gonna take the cover for Step Brothers, and I'm gonna put Kawaki and Boruto's head on it.
He said the cover. Wait, let me see. For the main poster for the movie.
Yeah, for Step Brothers. I'm gonna put what's the name? Will Ferrell, is that his name? Will Ferrell on Kawaki's body, and whatever the other dude's name. I'm not gonna even bother looking up his name. On Kawaki. Oh man, but I'm sorry about that.
No,
this picture right here.
Yeah, I just looked it up. No, I just looked it up when they were sitting down on that portrait.
Yeah, that. Oh shit, bro. Hey, I gotta watch that movie tonight. That's funny as hell. It's one of my favorite movies.
But ultimately, though, bro, like anybody pulling up into the village right now, good freaking luck.
I mean, just to add tension to everything, I don't think that having Daemon there and then having Momoshiki pull up, that's gonna like everybody's gonna have their guard down. Oh, Daemon's gonna be able to handle everything, so it's gonna be no worries. I mean, it doesn't seem like a likely story to me. I don't think that storyline tracks out. I don't think he's gonna make light work of Bug or Momoshiki like he did Cold. I don't think it's gonna be like that. Nowhere on the same round.
I think he is, bro. Because even with Cole, bro, he was holding back so much, bro. Like, he was really holding back, bro. And I think Daemon might just, like, he's gonna kick the break. He's gonna kick the man head off his shoulder, bro. He's strong.
All right, even if he does win, even if Daemon does win, I really seriously think Momoshiki's gonna give him a run for his money, though.
Like what? Respect. Like mid-div? It won't be as it will probably be as emotionless as Boruto versus Jura. Like Daemon ain't gonna have bro, he ain't gonna have a problem with no, because like we see with Momoshiki, he don't got no, unless he pulls out a new ability. Like he transforms his arms similar to like how Kawaki and Hidari does. He transforms his arms to like these claws or these jaws that can clench and bite you, right? And
bro, he uses the skirmish. Come on.
He uses the claw. Based off of the abilities we've seen, he uses the claw marks. Bro, he slips through claw marks, and he's pretty durable because he lasted a purple lightning Chidori. But we seen that he took damage from it as opposed to Jura, who didn't take any damage. So it's like bro. Come on, bro.
Did he really take damage?
Let's stop sugarcoating it, gentlemen. What are we doing here?
I'm trying to be nice, but like Damon gonna
Damon's
beat the
4.
brakes off of this man, bro.
Damon 4. We're trying to be nice. We're trying to be respectful. We're trying to be.
Like, he's gonna really embarrass that man, bro. They can't have him
no.
first. He can't.
Yeah, no. All due respect to Mushi. All due respect.
I must reread that chapter, honestly. Hold on, because I don't think that.
So I would think if we
he got scuffle marks after Boruto hit him with the purple lightning. After he hit him with that stream.
I'm about to check it out. The chapter.
All right, so we seen Momoshiki versus Boruto. I think Daemon puts up a better fight than that. All due respect,
bro. Damon stays,
I think Daemon
and he's just gonna like he's gonna stay. Like they trying to jump, he's just gonna stay there and obliterate all of them, bro.
Yeah,
and, like they're gonna start like getting frustrated. Somebody's gonna think about killing him in a way, and they're gonna end up killing themselves. It's like, yeah, bro. Like the hacks is there too. It's like not even just like his physical. Like if he's touching you, he can block all physical attacks. But like if you just sit there looking at the kid and you thinking of the most nefarious way to kill him, like you're gonna die, bro. Like come on.
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy,
bro.
Bro, I don't think I'm going to go with their abilities doesn't fucking his ability doesn't affect Momoshiki. Just like Ada's ability doesn't really affect, like he's able to transcend Ada's ability. I think he's going to be able to do the same thing with.
Define transcend because Ada was still able to see him.
I mean, she was able to see, she was able to see him, but he was able to actually like invade her ability. He was like right there in her face.
Yeah.
Like,
so how?
Like whereas like Ada, anybody else, she like spies on them. They have no idea they're doing it. Bug knew.
So now, what's the function gonna be now? Like, is Bug gonna take Damon's ability?
No. So like the reflection shit is probably not gonna work on him.
Stop it. The Ada's ability worked on Momoshiki.
Yeah,
really. He was able to. I'm probably not using this.
No, I know what you mean. He was able to do something. He was able to like peek back at Ada. But like, what would be the inverse of that to like Damon's ability?
What if he can reverse that shit though? What if he can reverse Damon's ability? Damon took think he's about to knock the fuck out of him, and Damon getting the shit knocked out of him.
We gotta stop this.
Come on, it will surprise the fuck out of Daemon, bro. It'll be a counterattack. It'll be a way to fucking like kind of nerf Daemon. So he can just do
whip this man senseless, bro.
So and then it like makes sense too at the same time. So like, all right, Momoshiki's not really that strong and shit like that, but he was able to reverse Daemon's ability on him.
It's gonna be. Yo, it's gonna be edits of this battle on TikTok, bro.
So it's like Daemon beat himself though. Like if Daemon loses, it's like Daemon beat himself.
Right.
If
Daemon might just win the fight with his hands in his pocket.
Bro,
he might just.
If all this shit, if everything that I'm saying comes true, bro, I swear to God, I'm opening up my own fucking what was that lady that used to do the psychic readings on fucking on TV? Call my line. Call me now.
Damon Stain's getting brand new profile pictures. Right, it's gonna be bad. That's all I'm saying, bro.
I'm gonna create a shirt with Momoshiki sitting on Daemon, bro. I swear it's coming. I'm gonna fart on him because he's nasty.
Bro, Daemon ain't losing any. I guarantee you, bro. Daemon won't lose more than one fight in the entire franchise.
Fight, and it's gonna. I'm telling you, it's gonna break the internet, and y'all gonna be.
Mushi gonna get, bro. He's winning his next like 2 to 3 fights, bro. If he gets that many fights, Daemon is, bro. Ain't nobody rocking with this man, bro. Like your thoughts, bro. So it's matter like. You just sit there looking at him.
You don't think Momoshiki knows about Daemon though? You don't think he knew about Ada, so he has to know, so like remember.
I mean, yeah, he could know, but he'd probably be like, maybe a danger is like, what he gonna do? Like he perceived Ada's ability. He was able to perceive her, yes.
Bro,
but like,
he shows no fear for Daemon though. He made the one person that you would not want to make your number one target. He chose the hardest one out of everybody. Why?
He didn't choose Daemon. He chose Ada. At the end of the day,
still going to be the hardest target out of all of them because Daemon's not going to let anybody just fuck with Ada. So like, if making Ada your target is like making Daemon your target at the same time. So.
If he was really about that smoke, he would have called Daemon out by name. He ain't about that smoke, bro.
See, bro, he didn't want to devour Daemon because he wanted to devour himself a little fine shit.
He's hoping one day he gonna catch Daemon at the playground while Ada's at the coffee shop, and he won't be able to pull up on Ada, bro. But that's not like it's going like, bro. Damon's only disadvantage is he can't fly, bro. That's it, and he hates that. Like he when he was yelling at Ada, like, "Hey, come down! You know I can't fly." Like that's the only thing I've seen with him. Like with Code, like
That's kind
because
of funny that
even
he can't fly. You can't
yeah, he
even
can't
jump
fly.
high.
Like even
Like
with
you're super
Code,
strong, bro. Like you can't jump really fly.
yeah.
Shit's crazy.
Yeah,
I
I
know
mean, he
that.
can do. He's running fast and shit. He can leap far, but like with Code, when he was fighting Code and Code's leaping around through the claw marks, it's like that's the best thing I could see Momoshi has. But we haven't. The only Shinjus we've seen summon claw marks is Hidari, bro. So I can't even. I'm not gonna take it away from them because we've seen them all travel through claw marks. But the only Shinju we've seen summon them is Hidari. But even with Code, it was like Daemon was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Stop jumping around. Like he was like, so his only thing is he's annoyed that he just can't fly. So Ariel, like, okay, that's cool, but bro, let him jump up in the air and catch you one time by the collar, and he grabs you by the collar. You're done, bro.
Well, are we accounting for any sort of physical abilities coming from Ada or in this bout or no?
But that's why I kind of like say, if he's able to like cancel out Damon's abilities, or if he's like able to reverse it on Daemon, that's like the only logical way that you can say like he was able to beat him, because technically he's not beating Daemon. Damon's beating himself. If Daemon
He would
throws
have
a
to
full
have some
power
type of
punch to
hacks.
him,
He would have some type of hacks to do that, and like we don't know. I'm like
Yeah.
I don't see him
we've
having
already
that.
seen him use the hacks against Ada. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like,
But that hacks is literally that's what we're saying. Like he's just perceiving her. Like he's okay. He sees, oh, she's watching us. I can feel her watching us. It's like okay, he has greater perception. He can perceive things deep. But like, how is he gonna stop his own thoughts? Like his thoughts are reflected, not even just his physical attacks. Like he can say, okay, Damon's not touching nobody. I can physically attack them. But even if he try to be on some monk Nendo Zen type of stuff and attack him with a clear mind, he slips up and think of something malicious. Like it gets reflected, and even beyond that, bro. Daemon can like not only can Daemon control that ability because he's seen him turn it on and off, but like Daemon can like he's shown that he's just been stronger and faster than anybody. Like, and it's not gonna be that much different for Momoshi. He's just gonna be stronger and faster than him, bro, and he's gonna beat the brakes off of the man.
that doesn't really tell me what he's going to do if he reverses his ability
I-
on him. But
Yeah, it's a long shot, but I could see where Freegame coming from. It's a long shot,
it's the only way.
but I
It's a
could
very
see.
long shot, but I like long shots, bro. I take a lot of half court.
Pause.
Yeah.
Uh,
What? How's that pause? Oh wait, yeah, I can see where you're going with that. Yeah, pause. I'm like, wait, what? But no, I
didn't
see,
know
where,
what
yeah,
was
I, see
going
where,
on there.
I see where you're going with that one. Good one. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, but no, I could. So I could see how that would be feasible. How he would have something for Damon's abilities, but I'm not sure if it'll work specifically. Like,
Gotcha.
it's a possibility though.
I can't see the man just hoping on a wish and a prayer that one day they just get separated and he just finds his perfect moment.
I mean, because then it'd be like he was just born with the ability to counter it. I mean, he has to have like what type of hacks? How could he reverse a reversal technique, bro? Like, because at that point it's like,
How can you reverse a reverse Uno by putting a fucking reverse on top of that reverse Uno, bro? What are you talking about? Come on, it's simple card math.
but how is he gonna reverse it? Because like we know how Damon's
I'm just
ability
messing
works.
around. I'm just
We
messing
know. I'm
around.
saying though, like with Damon, it's like the thoughts or the physical attacks. So
Yeah,
with the
like
physical attacks,
hypothetically.
with he can get past it as long as Damon's not touching on it. Like, how would he get past the intent to kill?
Like
Yeah.
thinking perverted thoughts the whole time.
Perverted thought. Oh, excuse me.
Yo, he's a nasty dude, bro.
That's crazy. But that's the thing. Even if he does do that, or he keeps his mind clear, at that point, like he would have to be like, then he's simply stronger than Damon. Because if he finds a way to negate his abilities, let's just say I give him that. I don't think he's stronger than Damon though.
But
No,
let's
I
even
don't
work
think so.
with the idea of him possibly reversing the ability. Hypothetically, let's use an example that we've seen already. Hypothetically, if a Momoshiki thinks about throwing an axe at Daemon, like how would that reversal work?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. Say that again. I think I heard what you said. Like, how would it work if he threw an axe at Daemon? How would it reverse on him?
Yeah, the reversal.
So, I mean, it'd be kind of like sitting there in an infinite loop of reversals. So, I mean, I guess I hear where you're coming from. Because it's sitting there, they'll just be sitting there reversing it back on each other the whole time. If that was the case. But I'm like saying, like, what if you can like cancel out his ability though, to where he can't use that reversal then? I mean, but then I hear where Black is coming from. Then like he still has the brute strength factor that he has to deal with, even if he can cancel out his reversal.
Yeah, Daemon will punch him through the floor, bro.
Nah, but Freegame. If Momoshiki wins, bro, Freegame gonna have the victory lap of a lifetime, bro.
I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you. I'm talking shit the whole podcast, bro. For the whole chapter, I'm telling y'all to shut the fuck up. I'm being so disrespectful the whole time. I'm just kidding, bro.
Nah, it's gonna be crazy.
Like, y'all don't know shit about the fucking Boruto franchise.
when Daemon takes his L, is if Daemon ever takes an L, bro. I'm a man up and like, hey, look, somebody had to bring it to him one day. Pause, but like until that day comes, bro. I think even like anybody under Jura, bro, is like it's disrespectful. Like Daemon versus Jura is the conversation. Daemon versus I was about to gas and say Shiba, but that's OD. But like Daemon versus Jura is like the conversations though, bro.
Even before that, even before that, Black Gucci, I got specifically asked you because I don't think I ever heard you put anybody above her. Daemon versus Sarda, who you got?
Oh my goodness,
Daemon. I mean, Sarda's my favorite character, yeah, but like Daemon is like, I'm telling you, bro. Until somebody humbles him, I'm not gonna be humbled in the Daemon fandom, bro. Like Daemon is beating the brakes off of anybody in the story. That's why whenever we talk about power scaling, I never mention Daemon because it's like if I'm mentioning him, I'm just gonna mention about how he's gonna beat somebody. So I don't really bring him up. That's really why. But like, yeah, Daemon's gonna beat the brakes off of Sarada too. I mean, my big Mangekyo gang, I like her ability. We gonna see her next ability. If I ain't gonna cap, if Ikimoto makes it a way where like my favorite character becomes my undisputed, like Daemon's undisputed character for me, like ain't nobody beating him in my eyes. But if Sarada becomes that, hell shit, then Sarada over Daemon. You feel me, Bert? Daemon ain't losing to nobody in the story, Jura included.
I respect it.
Yeah, bro.
I respect it. I'll put you on the same spot y'all used to put me on with Kawaki.
Nah, I feel it.
What's
you have any more topics?
I did want to enter some Negro news for a second. I'm about to send y'all something right quick.
Damn, there was something that happened, bro. Hold on.
I got y'all right now. It's right here. Right, if my guy beat this case, bro.
Who?
Bro,
they dropped some of the cases on Diddy. The allegations on Diddy.
My guy said Diddy.
Diddy. I meant to say Diddy. Are you talking about that?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they dropped anything. I think they just told them to disregard it, though.
Nah, they dropped some. They stopped pursuing them.
Discord.
Okay, I see what you're talking about.
They dropped kidnapping, arson, and sex trafficking against Diddy.
Then what the fuck are they charging them with?
That's what I'm saying.
That was his major charges. What the fuck are they charging him with then?
Honestly, yeah, I think they trying to charge him with like forced labor and something.
Bro, what the fuck?
No, they still got that racketeering charge on them.
Racketeering and forced labor and enforced labor.
Yeah, the racketeering charge in corporate everything, but they're not saying Diddy did it. They saying Diddy had people do it. So like the racketeering charge is
where's these big people at? That's crazy. Like, why is he still there by himself? Somebody told me
I'm gonna keep it a bean. At this point, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna be surprised if what's the name? If he walks free.
They ain't letting that man walk free.
Right.
I was thinking the same thing, but I don't think so, bro. I don't think they're gonna let that man walk free, bro.
That nigga Brian's still a different man. So he know what he doing. He got Young Thug off, you know.
They got all this shit going on, bro, and it's still like they still having trouble to pin like something on him. I'm like, bro, I don't know.
Well, Brian's still not even his main lawyer because Brian still can't he can't practice law in New York, so he has to like he has to act on behalf of another attorney. So it's kind of weird that they even brought him in on this case.
Yeah, I don't know.
So but like the whole racketeering thing was built off of sex trafficking though. Like, so how the fuck Are they still charging this
How the
dude?
fuck?
Not they saying it's racketeering. It's like not Diddy specifically, but
Racketeering,
he
sex
had like
trafficking, and transporting to engage in prostitution. So
he had an organization set up around the sex trafficking. It wasn't just him. He had an
okay, but if you
organization
drop
set up.
this, if you drop the sex trafficking, then what the fuck are you charging them with? Because the racketeering charges stem from the sex trafficking. That's what I'm saying. Like, how are you still charging them with
No,
racketeering?
it's like saying it's like dropping murder charges on Young Thug, but still hitting them with racketeering charges that include murderings because he ordered people to get murdered, type shit.
I mean, but
Like so,
racketeering is like when you use your business, you're using organization, you're using your funds and shit like that to do criminal activity and shit like that. So how do you
yes,
have a
and,
racketeering charge?
that's what they're saying. They're saying did he use his organization or whatever organization he
sex
had
traffic women.
to,
Which they just dropped. That if I'm getting this right, kidnapping.
Nah, they
which
dropped it
dropped.
individually on Diddy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
for the
saying. These
racketeering.
individual charges, though, is what the fucking racketeering charge came from. That's what I'm saying. So, like,
Yeah.
how do you charge him with racketeering if you don't have nothing to base the racketeering off of? That's what I was trying to get on.
Hypothetically, let's say hypothetically, Freegame, you're charged with racketeering that involves murder, and you're charged with murder.
Yeah, and they drop
Supposedly-
murder, and then they keep racketeering on them. Why are you still fucking charging me?
Yeah, you yourself gets absolved of murder, but your organization is not absolved of murder.
So they
You
just
get
dropped.
that?
So basically, that by that sense, they dropped the charges, but didn't really drop the charges.
Yeah, pretty much.
So shit can change, man.
The big charge you got to beat is the racketeering. The racketeering is the one that he can get like 99 years.
But
So
the
that's the big one.
like, hear me out though, right? The racketeering encompass kidnapping, arson, sex, all these charges right here. Like, so you get rid of those charges. What are you charging him with? What was his other charges? Besides,
He's charging his organization.
Besides racketeering, what was
He's
the other
charging
charges?
his no. You're not getting rid. You charge his organization, not him.
But yeah, for certain crimes though. So what crimes are they charging his organization for though?
Everything.
Like, you can't just be like, oh, you have an organization.
I haven't
Racketeering and enforced labor.
I haven't seen
it.
It's enforced labor. I didn't see enforced labor as a charge. So I'm like, what are they charging him with?
I haven't seen a specific indictment yet, but I'm pretty sure most of those charges are also in the RICO as well, because they have him specifically him charged with it plus his organization. And the big one is the organizational one, because that's the RICO.
I'm looking up what was he originally charged with, because that makes no fucking sense to me. And Sean was initially charged with racketeering, conspiracy,
He was
sex
charged with
trafficking,
everything, bro.
and transportation.
He was charged with literally everything, like, bro.
He only had those three charges though. That's what it's saying.
Gang, he is real life Mojo Jojo. He was charged with everything. Bro.
So,
Come on.
well, how he get charged with arson though? Where the
He called that
arson
nigga
part?
Mojo Jojo, bro.
Bro, I told you
I
he
know
blew up Kid Cudi's car.
but was he getting
He's
charged?
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo's wild. Bro, no,
Oh,
y'all watch
Mojo.
Powerpuff Girls. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, but nah, though, like, that's all I'm saying. Like, I don't know, bro. Maybe y'all right.
Nigga said that's all I'm saying.
That's
all I'm saying.
I just don't understand how they still charging, bro, with racketeering if you take all the other charges away. I just don't get that. Like, how do you get a racketeering charge out of that? Like, I don't see anything right here where it says that he was getting charged with forced labor. Racketeering, operating a criminal enterprise that includes sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. All right. So I guess they're going to keep the forced labor. You was right. Forced labor. Well, they drop arson, forced labor, bribery, and obstruction of justice on his racketeering. Okay, so that makes more sense then. Got you. Because I'm like, bro, the racketeering charge is what the other charges are being built up on. So like, you can't charge them with that if you just drop all the other charges. It's like you drop the other charges without dropping the other charges. It's just not named in the charges, but you're still being charged for all that shit. If that makes any sense. But it was more included in that racketeering charge that I didn't know about. Black was right. It's a forced labor charge in there. And then obstruction of justice and bribery. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense. But then that just shows like if I'm in a jury, I don't know, because if I was in a jury, I'd be hella biased. That's why I could never be a jury person. But I'm be like, bro, y'all just dropped all those charges. Fucking case is weak, bro. This nigga's innocent. That's what I'll say if I'm in a jury. Y'all niggas is fucking
I
weak. I just heard about this girl getting peed on for no fucking reason and shit like that. I just heard a bunch of shit that I could have went without hearing, bro. I just heard about Diddy putting somebody's semen on his nipples. I could have went all my life without hearing about that shit. Bro, this child is weak. Get the fuck out of here. This man is innocent. Let him go rub some more semen on his nipples, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I'm out.
Bro, and they play the tapes during the courts, bro. Nah, he's guilty, bro.
They play the tapes during court?
Yeah.
Oh, that's some freaky out, bro. I feel sorry for the people who had to watch that shit. Yeah, bro, I would have to give him something just for my sanity, bro. You'll have to do at least 10. Like, come on, bro. Just for violating my eyes like that, bro. You motherfucking molested my eyelids, bro. Like, I mean, my fucking retina. So yeah, you definitely got to get at least 10, bro. Violating my whole retina, bro.
Y'all see the internet making fun of Drake's abs?
No, don't tell me he got the motherfucking BB Drake, bro. They was calling him BBL Drake for a while.
Bro, he got real abs, bro. Why are we just hating?
Nah, bro, they wasn't calling him BBL Drizzy for no reason, bro.
Rick Ross posted a picture of like some bread rolls, and it was like that's how his ass.
No way, y'all can't just say this shit. You gotta post proof, bro.
I'm gonna send that shit to the chat. But look, nah, because Drake posted a picture, bro. And everybody, because I ain't gonna lie to you, even Bauer, bro. Yeah, boy, bro, them abs are fake, bro. Like, because
they are not fake, bro. They are real,
bro. Nah, men are getting their bodies done in the industry at an alarming rate.
Hold on, I'm gonna say you. I'm gonna say you.
You ever heard of the dude?
Oh my! What are you doing here?
I gotta see this shit, bro. I gotta see this. I gotta see it. Oh shit.
This is what we're doing to the greatest artists of our generation.
That's crazy.
Hell no. What's the original picture though? Where's the original picture?
I just sent the original picture.
Hold up, bro. That's fucking funny.
Drake posted it yesterday.
Those look like real abs on everything. It was like real abs. What's the problem?
Bro. The nigga arms in the proportion, bro. Hey, bro, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to judge another man and what he do, though. You're right, bro.
Nah, them abs are fake as fuck.
No man judging another man.
I'm about to say, nah, that shit is funny, though. Especially that Rick Ross post, bro. That is hilarious, my nigga.
Bro, the bread rolls, though? Come on.
That's crazy.
I'm expand the whole motherfucking thing real quick, because people gotta see this shit, bro. I have not seen this. That's why this shit is so fucking fascinating. Yo, what the fuck, bro? Nah, like I was saying though, but like men in the industry have getting their bodies done at an alarming rate. Like, you ever heard of the dude named Bandman Kevo? I know y'all probably like if you watch Charleston White, nigga. Charleston be calling him Bandman Keevy. Bandman Keevy.
I heard the name Bandman Kevo.
Bro, them rolls are fucking diabolical.
That's the young man that got the BBLs. Or the ab.
He got his body done for sure, but Drake body is fucking, bro. You ain't never seen a fucking grown man with a body like that. Come on, bro. Like, nah, that shit's fake as fuck, bro. Come on. That's definitely fake, bro. He's fucking definitely has some sculpted abs there. I've never seen nobody. That's some Liver King shit, bro. Liver King, he got exposed for being fake, bro. Like most of these, it's fake, bro. That's fake. I don't know. I gotta take this naked man off my goddamn screen though. I don't know how to do that.
I get if we just jealous that he's the greatest artist of our generation. Nope. I understand. And you want your favorite rapper to be that, but we can't just be making applause on the grown man. What are you doing?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. J. Cole for me personally, bro.
I fuck with Drake.
He's the greatest. He's the greatest rapper of all time.
Bro,
J. Cole and us bound out of that beef. Like, we can't. All due respect. Like, what are you doing here?
I would never fucking take away. I would never take Drake's legacy away from him, bro. Like, I was listening.
Yeah, I'll say with all due respect to Drake,
all due respect to Drake, but come on, bro.
You feel me? Tell me like I wasn't blasting Drake earlier today, but like, let's be fun.
You're not gonna tell me those abs are fake, bro. Yep, Mr. Liger said BBL Drizzy. Thank you. Looks nasty. Yep, looks gross. Those are nasty.
He said look nasty.
Bro, those are the grossest looking abs I ever seen in my fucking life, bro.
Even the chat. Wait, are you showing the chat can see the image, right?
Yeah, I showed the image.
They know, so even they know, bro. That don't look real.
That joint don't look real, bro. I'm telling you, nah. Them don't look like no sit-up abs, bro.
I mean, it don't take away from like the heat he be
those
dropping.
Those are earned from the gym, bro. We could clearly tell.
That they're not, bro. I can clearly tell that they're not.
Calorie deficits.
Like, why is this stomach different? Why is this stomach a different color than the rest of his body?
What do you mean? It's the
Bro,
same color. Now we just
bro,
making stuff up. Now we just making stuff. All
nah.
right, now I see that. I see
Bro,
the
His
type of
abs is
game we
two
niggas
tone,
playing.
bro.
I see the
Half of
game we
his
he got
body
a
niggas
is silver,
playing.
two-tone,
bro.
This is a dirty, dirty game. I
Bro,
see
half of
it. I
his
see
body
it.
is silver. Come on, bro. Like this nigga look like he
This is
about to
a
turn
Yo,
dirty
Silver
game niggas
Surfer
is
at
playing out here,
Silver
bro.
Surfer at any
Chat, you
second
crying.
now,
see
bro.
this? Chat, this is crazy.
It's fucking
That's
This
Silver
is
Surfer
crazy.
and fucking Drake at the same time, bro. That's not. I'm not, bro. That's not real, bro. I'm sorry. I
Nah,
always
bro,
go
that's
to the Dragon
wild,
Ball
bro. That's not
regulation.
even his skin color, bro.
That's what I just said. Two
Like,
different
yeah,
colors.
bro.
Two
It's
different
not,
colors,
bro.
bro. Nah,
Nigga, Rick
ain't.
Ross
But
is kind of
hey,
spot
you
on,
see what
bro.
niggas, you see
You
what
see how the
niggas
bread
do
is like darker
when
on
their
the top
favorite
pause
rapper
and then
isn't
lighter
up
around the
and the
edges?
boys on top, and now we gotta tear him down. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is
Favorite
what
rapper's in jail, bro.
we out here critiquing another grown man's body. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
My favorite rapper's
I
in
knew
jail.
he was gonna pull that card. No, bro, it's not even like that though, bro. Niggas listen to Drake, bro. Like Freegame said, I rocks with Drake.
Fuck with Drake.
I
His
rocks
abs are
with Drake
fake, bro.
heavy. That shit is still funny, bro. Like when people post J. Cole on his bike, I laugh.
Oh yeah, but I
Like,
fuck with J. Cole though. No, I don't
you
take
feel me?
nothing away from it.
You feel me? Yeah.
We
But
know why J. Cole on bikes after he got into it with Diddy.
No, if that's what you're thinking, that seed is too thin.
hey,
I don't
bro,
think so.
J. Cole put his hands on Diddy, bro. And yeah. Ever since then, he's like, yeah, I gotta make sure I can still.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
After he
saying?
seen him blow up old boys'
Then
hold
Yeah,
his
hold up,
car.
hold up.
Still denying that
Stop it.
arson
Let's
charge.
wait.
Hey,
Cut it
bro.
out. Cut it out. Didn't motherfucking Diddy slap Drake, bro? Come on, don't play. Don't even
What you
start with that
mean?
shit.
What
Diddy
you mean?
slapped the shit out of Drake, bro. Come on.
Hey, bro, he could slap shit out of Drake, right? I ain't taking up
it's
for
not
Drake.
even
when
like
it
J.
comes-
Cole scared of
I'm
Diddy.
not
Like, it's a reason why there's no footage of that fight that they had, despite so many people being out at like a after party for an award
Yeah,
show.
you would think it would be more footage, unless Diddy bought it like he did the Cassie shit.
It was, at the time, J. Cole didn't have the clout that he has now. He was still, people saw him as either the up and coming or like he was still under Jay-Z. So
Why didn't we
obviously
see the Diddy Drake slap?
Huh?
Why didn't we see the Diddy Drake slap? They said Diddy Drake slapped Drake, bro. That's what I heard.
You talking about in the same situation?
Nah, I don't know if it was the same situation.
Oh,
I think these
well,
was
no,
like
I
two
heard about the
separate
Diddy slap
situations.
Drake. I don't know. I don't know about no like video footage, but like niggas who was at the interviews, you see they interview niggas who was at the
Drake bought the footage.
what's the name? Who was at the what's the name? Who was at the AMA whatever AMA party, whatever party it was with J. Cole and Diddy fought. They was like, yeah, bro. Niggas had to get J. Cole off of Diddy. They
Oh,
was
for
like,
real?
yeah.
Oh, pause.
So I ain't
pause.
gonna lie, I understand why J. Cole probably was like, yeah, I'm done with cars. Cause you know, you ever beat a nigga up so bad, you like, damn, I look feel bad. Like
I gotta atone for my sins. He was on a Sasuke quest at that point.
Yeah,
Right? He
bro.
was like, fuck his arm, bro. It was just like, the lack of cars to atone for my sins of whooping the shit out of Diddy.
Right.
Got you. All right.
Right. But my nigga Cole World, man, don't ever sleep on J. Cole. Makes the greatest music alive today, bro. So hey,
One of
with
the
all due
hardest
respect,
lyricists of all time. I'll
all,
give him
all
that
due
for sure.
respect, bro. With all due
He did
respect,
the
bro.
song with what's that dude named Benny the Butcher, bro? That nigga fucking went fucking bonkers, bro.
Yeah,
J. Cole's that
he
dude.
did.
J. Cole's that dude. I don't even have.
Yo,
I typically have some Negro news,
did
for
ya-
you guys. I don't have any. It's crazy.
Well, I just a couple. I just probably got like two more. With a mini one. Did y'all see the Jim Jones beef with Nas? Him saying that he's better than Nas.
I didn't see it, but I
Recently?
heard about it. Yeah, I heard
How
about
about
it.
that?
He said it on an interview or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, and Shannon Sharp pressed him.
Oh yeah, there you go. The Shannon Sharp interview. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shannon Sharp
he's
pressed
like
Jim Jones?
Bro, I'm surprised
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp is still dropping fucking interviews, bro. This guy, he's going through a whole
Yeah,
crazy
bro,
elevation,
he's
bro.
still thriving, bro. He's still go to his YouTube right quick, bro. He's still active,
he said, I'm
bro.
gonna work
He's
through that shit, bro. I ain't about to fucking
Right.
shadow ban me or blackball
Club
me.
Shay Shay.
What is it
No,
called?
I mean
Cancel
he
culture?
probably blackballed from TV, but his YouTube was always like it was always
Hey,
popping.
bro, you know YouTube will shut your shit off, bro. They'll turn your TV off quick, bro.
No, that's facts. That's
Turn his
facts. They
TV
would.
They'll turn your shit
But
off.
he ain't do
quick,
nothing.
bro.
I don't think YouTube would have just turned it off some allegations like that though. That's the only thing. Yeah, he got Ricky Smiley interviews. Yeah,
They
Monique.
took
Yeah,
other people off the air for less, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, not true.
Yeah,
Got
it took
Williams
people
for
to
the
pay
fun one.
off for less, bro. That's the first thing that pops up. Shannon Sharp checks Jim Jones and disrespecting Nas. But that's the thing, though. Jim Jones been beefing with Nas his whole fucking career. I don't know if y'all remember, but he used to talk about slapping the kufi off of niggas. He was talking about Nas back then. So like, that's not. It's not something new.
I'm not gonna sit here and cap like Jim Jones ain't had shit popping back in the day, especially for niggas up. He dropped some shit for the streets, bro. I was listening to it, but as a grown man, like I ain't gonna lie, as a grown man, like going back, like I started listening to Nas the last few years, bro, and his whole entire King Disease and Magic run. Man,
See,
bro,
I
ain't
don't
gonna
even really listen to new Nas.
Jim Jones ain't fucking with Nas.
I'm listening to Nas. I'm listening to old Nas.
I don't know nothing about Nas, all due respect. And that's why I want to ask the old head or resident old head, my guy Freegame.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Nah, Nas got a good body of work. Even his New York State of Mind shit is hard, bro. But like on some off of that, because that's really old head music. I ain't gonna say old head, but like I said, bro, his King Disease work is 3 albums, King Disease 1, 2, and 3. And then his Magic work, he dropped all of those albums within, like, the first album came out, I think back in like 2020 is the earliest. So it's all up to date music. But like those 6 albums, bro, because like the Magic series is really mixtapes, kind of throwaways, because he dropped those before he dropped King Disease. But like,
it was like his Lost Tape series.
Yeah, kind of like his Lost Tape series. But like Magic 3 and King Disease 2, like for sure stamped it for me. I'm like, yeah, this nigga Nas is it, bro. He's one of them. And J. Cole was inspired by Nas, so I can hear a lot of the similar cadence that J. Cole got from Nas. Just how, listening to the work.
Rapper. But it used to get me with Nas's punchlines wasn't all the way there for me. Footage of Charleston White speaking to the police. Oh, bro, he got attacked at the barbershop recently? Did this happen? I think so. I didn't even. Yeah. Bro, no. Hold up. Before we talk about that, that's 4K. One of the Negro news. Well, that's like, come on, this is not news, bro. Like, of course he's going to tell, bro. He tells you he's going to tell. Why are they even publicizing this shit? Like, this shit is like fucking like shocking news. No, he's going to tell. He said that. He's going to send your ass to jail, bro. Like, this is not nothing that's news. Like,
niggas in the comment section thought they thought it was just a skit. They thought Charles and Ace ain't really snitched like that.
Nah, that nigga's going to tell, bro. Like he told on his friend, bro. You dropped the whole footage of him sitting on the stand telling on his friend for the murder, bro. Like he is going to tell your lies, bro. Like
he's going to tell.
Bro, he is going. If it's like things in life that are promised, death, taxes, and Charleston White snitching on your ass, nigga, it's going to happen. Like there's no fucking like doubt about it. Somebody tell me it's Charleston snitch. I'm like, well, what the fuck you did it in front of him for then? Like, it's your fault, bro. Like, he tells you. He's going to tell.
No, it's like a minute and 30 seconds of him just unprovokingly snitching. Like, cops not even asking questions. He's just rattling.
He said the cops didn't even ask him questions. Hold on. I'm going to play this. I gotta watch this.
That nigga Charleston funny as hell.
Bro, that nigga's funny. Hey, you know who else? Y'all saw the video of Drewski getting arrested?
Drewski got arrested.
He didn't get arrested recently. They pulled up some like body cam footage, like old body cam footage of Drewski. His like license was suspended or some shit like that, and he was driving. So like they arrested him for it or whatever. But bro, the whole thing, like Drewski's so fucking funny, bro. You can't take like even his real life situations, you can't take the shit serious, bro. Like cause the way they had him in the back of that police car, bro, his legs being like tied, bro. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it yourself. You would have swore to God this shit was a skit, bro. Like I was watching, like there's no way this is real. Back of that shit. Like there's no way this is real. This has to be a skit, bro. Like this has to be a fucking skit. Drewski, I can't even find the video, bro. I like went on the person thing that you talking about, but I don't see no video.
Oh damn!
It doesn't pop up. Maybe he deleted it or some shit like that.
Shit, probably.
But what we had to talk about was fucking Charleston White. If we want to talk about Charleston White, we gotta talk about him fighting the motherfucking Island Boy, bro.
Oh yeah, he whooped that nigga ass. Bro, I didn't think he'd win, bro. I thought he was too old, bro. He was too old, too feeble and stuff like that.
I knew he
actually won. He whooped that nigga ass, bro.
Charleston was actually like in the gym, like practicing and shit like that, like for a while before that fight even happened. So like he was getting in the gym, getting some boxing experience. I don't know if the motherfucking Island Boy has been doing anything but kissing his brother, bro. So I don't know how like much training.
Chill,
Hey,
bro.
yo.
Bro, why we got
I'm just being
mentioned?
honest, bro. Like that's the only thing he really wasn't doing. It's like, yeah. So I mean, like as far as like nigga's a drug addict too at that. So like, it was
Damn,
easy.
bro.
It was easy, bro. Easy work. Easy work.
Bro, why gang gotta be all that?
I'm just being honest, gang. I'm not even like putting allegations on anybody. It's just true. Niggas is drug addicts, bro. Niggas is junkies.
No, I respect it. I respect it. I didn't think you just shoot at them like that out of nowhere, bro.
Junkies, bro. Like how you think they went broke? They said these niggas went broke, bro. You don't go broke from just
The Island Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of these niggas fall out off of the drugs, bro.
It'd be the drugs and overspending, like just buying a whole bunch of nonsense. But
Yeah, more materialistic things of the world. My brother.
Charleston, bro. I thought Charleston was gonna win that anyways, bro. But that fight was fucking funny, bro. That shit was
nah, bro. I ain't think he gonna win. He said he fighting the other brother next too.
And I'm here for it, Brad. I want to see it. I'm probably gonna stream that shit. That shit is fucking gonna be hilarious, bro. I'm here for it. I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it.
I'll probably put money on him next. Like if he being
what's his
one
beef
brother.
with them? What does this stem from?
I don't know. I have zero idea, bro. I just know it's funny.
Bro, that shit's that shit's throwing me, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I want to watch the snitching video of Charleston White though, because you said this nigga snitched unprovoked, bro. I gotta look this shit up on YouTube or something, bro, because it ain't no fucking way.
But no way that link not working, bro.
So the cops ain't ask some questions or nothing.
That link worked for me, bro. I don't know. Let me try to find another one.
Charleston. It's probably just not linking me to it. Hold on. Charleston and White's bitch after
Charleston White snitching. Yeah, that's a crazy search bar. Yo, y'all seen the stipulation they was putting on DDG, bro?
Oh, for visiting his kid?
Yeah, that's so deep.
Motherfucking aliens. But yeah, I seen that shit though. This 15 minutes, I'm not watching that.
Hell no. Oh, let me try to. This is another. This.
I just got attacked by Kelvin Spencer asleep in the barber chair. Hit me upside the head with a gun. No bullshit.
Hey yo, what?
I'm on my way to the hospital right now. PD. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, what the fuck?
I called him a snitch when Twisted Black came home. Yeah, he mad for snitching and me calling him a snitch. Won't nobody publicly call him a snitch but me. You want me to tell
He said that nigga caught him in the barbershop chair and fucking smacked him with the gun, bro. Oh, hold on. Okay, I see what you're talking about now. I found the short for it.
Where were you at? I was at Slack's barbershop. That was my name was Slack. At 6800 Brentwood Stair. I dozed off in the barber chair, man. I'm probably there.
Hold on, I'm gonna play it for y'all. I'm gonna share it on my screen.
I thought you was playing it for them already.
I'm playing it. Y'all can just hear it on my microphone from my computer. That's all. I got you. Let me see. This one right here.
Oh, you playing it for us too? Say no more.
Why not? Shit.
Big freak, okay. Say no more.
Put the audio on it because
this is like
they're getting the audio.
Is this what luxury feels like?
You said this luxury feels like you fucking stupid. Hold on, let me change this too. I'm gonna change my headphones.
Probably a good 15, 20 minutes. He cut my hair, began putting the dye on it. I dozed off and fell asleep and woke up to a blow. And when I woke up, his hand was coming back from my head. I seen the butt of the gun. So I jumped up out the chair, grabbed a mop handle, and he kept flinching at me with the gun. So he just kept.
My shit moving way too slow.
So like hard, I ain't gonna pull my gun out. Yeah. But say he's grabbing it like this.
Well, it seemed like the police asked him a lot of questions.
Like this, essentially. Never pointed it. So it's like this.
He at one point he was giving up the hoods. He was saying, "Nah, he's still active."
Oh, for real? Maybe it's like later on.
He was giving hoods beef. Nah, they beefing with this hood. Nah, he was giving some
I was
stuff
saying he
up.
was telling shit that had nothing to do with the motherfucking barbershop shit.
Nothing to do with that. No, he was giving it up.
Oh man, I remember that nigga said that he had went to jail one time and he heard two little YNs in the barbershop talking about a murder that they got away with. He was like, I was trying to remember them niggas' names so bad so I can get out of jail. And that nigga was in jail for like a traffic ticket or some shit. I was like, oh shit, this nigga was gonna snitch on some niggas that got out of jail for a traffic ticket or for a murder. That shit is crazy.
Ain't different.
Bro, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Try to open up the video on your iPhone. Maybe it'll probably work like then.
Oh,
Probably get like the minute version.
Let me see. Nah, I'm not even logged on to Discord for my iPhone. I can't remember my login information.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so yeah, you can't even. Send it to me. Send it as a text message. Send me a text message.
Oh, I was about to say GG's.
Yeah, send it in a text message real quick. If you can. God damn, bro, I gotta get my fucking braces tightened. You sent that shit quick as fuck. Hold on.
Damn, now the chat gonna be completely in the dark.
Nah, y'all go ahead and talk. I'm gonna pause my shit.
Well, shit, I guess we might as well wrap it up. Then we might like it was probably like end of the Negroes type shit. That nigga freaking completely.
I was about to say, did he mute it? Like, did he mute himself completely?
That nigga muted. All right, so a quick question. So who's a better child prodigy, Sarada or Itachi? Say it with your chest.
Nigga's crazy. I would say the better child prodigy. I ain't gonna lie, Sarada's really prodigious. Like,
nigga said prodigious. What is prodigious?
Yeah, it has to be. Is that not a word? I don't know. Prestigious, like for
yeah, it is prestigious.
prestigious. But because how old was Itachi when he unlocked his Mangekyo? Well, nah, that's not even that. Well, yeah, how old was he when he unlocked his Sharingan? He was like what? Fucking 8 years old. He was already going on Anbu missions. Yeah, Sarada wasn't doing that at 8. I mean, by the time she was 10, she was doing crazy stuff. She was fighting the Shinuchi clons, but like.
But Itachi lived a whole nother life though. His dad brought him.
Yeah, he lived a more savage life. I say he was a better prodigy coming up.
Yeah, Itachi was 13 when he unlocked his Mangekyo Sharingan.
When he unlocked his Sharingan though.
He unlocked his Sharingan when he was like 8, 7.
Oh yeah.
But even then, it's like because Sarada unlocked her Sharingan when she was young too. But like Itachi unlocked, this nigga was in the field. So yeah, I give it to Itachi. But Sarada's potential was way higher for sure, hands down.
Yeah, she has more potential, but Itachi's more skilled for sure.
What about Kakashi?
Kakashi or what? I didn't even hear the question. I just came at the ass end of it. What was the question?
Well, who's a better child prodigy?
I figured that's what it was. Okay.
Between Kakashi and Itachi or Kakashi and Sarada?
Kakashi and Sarada.
It's hard. I mean, bro, you're doing all these people who gain reputations as young niggas, bro. So like, Kakashi was out there in the field too as a young. So you feel me? Child prodigy, like answering. I'll give it to Kakashi too, because like Sarada, she just got over a mental hurdle, like low key, and everything she did popping as a kid, it wasn't really like renowned throughout the, people that know her like, oh, she's cool, like she the last Uchiha, like she's talented in school, she's smart, like. Ain't nobody, like, niggas was talking about Kakashi as a kid, like, hey, bro, that's the survivor of the Tenkishi Bridge, or what's the name, the Kakashi of the Sharingan, and the 1,000
Yeah, but he had the Sharingan. He was able to fucking master a fucking KK Genkai that wasn't even, like, a part of his lineage.
Yeah. So as a kid, I'll say he was a better prodigy.
I can see that.
Again, Sarada's ceiling was definitely higher still at the ages, at their respective ages, so yeah, but he was the better prodigy.
Unfortunately, we'd have to believe that.
Who else?
Wow.
What else?
We're not even gonna question that. Unfortunately, just roll with it. Okay, yeah.
Well, hypothetically, Itachi gets like reanimated. Does he get like a power bump and he's automatically like stronger than Sarada?
I mean, you can
No.
write it that
How's
way.
this go?
They can write it that way if they wanted
I
to.
can write it that way, but like, if he just comes back like as Itachi, like, no, he's not. Maybe he could teach her a thing or two about Genjutsu, like his potency and stuff like that. Yeah, but like, nah.
But he'd be
He
Chocho
gets
level.
revived. He gets revived with Shibai cells. So you go. That's
What's
how you-
Chocho level?
Would she be Chocho's out here destroying? It's supposedly Chocho's Kage level. That's what I'm asking.
I mean,
and
yeah, I
to be
think
honest,
Itachi's.
not even-
He's I mean, bro, Itachi ain't no pushover, but Uchihas ain't no pushover in general. So like, you revive Itachi right now, and he would be able to adjust. He's not going to be up to par automatically, but he would be able to adjust. I think so for sure.
Yeah, like if you put Itachi in today's times, if he still was to be able to, if he still survived, I think he would be a force to be reckoned with. I don't think he'll just be sitting back while everybody's getting stronger.
Nah, that nigga was alive. He'd be like, would he be stronger than Sasuke? His Genjutsu would just be too, but it would still be the same thing. It would be the same consistency. Hey, don't that nigga don't look him in the eyes.
Yeah,
Don't look him in the eyes.
Big fact.
He would probably use Genjutsu on Kashin Koji and found out all the future abilities.
Yeah,
But he would have
like,
he would have to probably find a way to unlock the internal Mangekyo though, because he was gonna go blind eventually.
He'd be a problem. Yeah, but that too.
Yeah,
Pull up
so
on the
just
Shinju
give him the
clones.
eternal. Give him the eternal. Just slap it on him.
The Shinichia clones essentially like they worshipped him, so they just gave him a spirit manga.
Here's my eyes. Take my
So
eyes, my lord. You said what?
Nah, that's how they would worship Itachi.
Yeah, take my eyes, my lord. Who else you got though? You got any other ones? Cause I got one.
No, hit me with him.
Konohamaru Sarada.
What the fuck? Child prodigy?
Child prodigy.
Yeah, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop this.
Come on, bro. You acting like he didn't feel the pain as a kid. Come on. Put some respect on.
I'll be trying to be respectful of Konohamaru, and y'all just keep doing it.
Motherfucking Sarada, bro. It's worse because at this point I would give the potential side to Konohamaru, but Sarada wins in terms of better prodigy. Because nigga, I didn't even think it was gonna be Boruto. I thought the next show was gonna be called Konohamaru. Like I thought he was it.
Bro,
I thought he was the it factor.
What type of drugs were you on back then?
It was ain't no drugs.
I know you're a recovering addict, bro. But what type of drugs were you on back then for to think that he was going to have the fucking?
If you go back then, bro. If you go back then, Konohamaru kills the pain. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's fire." Naruto's been on a crazy run. Konohamaru, they like, yeah, bro. The next show is about Konohamaru and his squad. That was a popular belief. That was like it. Like, yeah, it's gonna be about Konohamaru.
Same fucking hallucinogens. It wasn't y'all. You and this clan of people who thought Konohamaru was gonna have the motherfucking. Yeah, it was on some heavy fentanyl, bro. To think that Konohamaru was gonna have the motherfucking next.
Because at that point, when you think about it, I mean, because like social media really influenced a lot of the way we think now. But like back then, if you think about it, like, oh, once we get the new show, like niggas wasn't thinking about Naruto having a kid. It was like, oh, Naruto and them gonna grow up, but we gonna see Konohamaru and them be on missions now. That's how I was thinking. Like niggas was like, oh yeah, we gonna see Konohamaru and them be on missions now. But like,
all due respect to Konohamaru.
Yeah, I was on some good. It was him and a cult of people. They had their own little Konohamaru cult, and they was fucking sitting there smoking the best fentanyl they can find. Cause they ain't no way.
I'm happy. I'm happy we ended up the Boruto and Sarada route. I'm happy we came.
And to be honest, don't get me wrong. If we came into Boruto and Konohamaru was actually like that, I'd be elated. But from what they've done, bro, looking back now, bro, I could only laugh. I could only laugh at a possibility like that. Cool,
that
bro.
niggas ain't shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
My days. Oh no, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Did y'all have another Negro news topic? Oh no. You heard about that no jumper thing?
What happened with no jumper?
No Jumper supposedly brought a bunch of bloods from LA and been going on like a hood run or a hood tour in New York. And supposedly like a lot of people like hating on No Jumper right now.
So
they say he can't come back to New York. That nigga,
social media culture killing niggas, man. It's gonna be killing them niggas literally.
Yeah.
Slave master right there. Slave master.
Hassan,
Fucking. You said what?
what's it called? Hassan Campbell just did a rant on YouTube talking like how y'all bring no jumper to the hood.
Don't nobody fucking listen to Hassan Campbell. He's a nigga that's banning no jumper from the. Ain't nobody listening to this nigga, bro. You said Hassan Campbell.
Chill, bro.
Hassan fucking
I live
Campbell
pretty
is.
close to Hassan Campbell. You
What?
can't, imagine if he heard this, bro. Chill.
Bro, Hassan
I don't even
Campbell's
know
the
who.
same dude that got his booty played with, bro. He ain't doing nothing. Come on,
Oh,
stop it, bro.
nah, you
At
trip.
17, they gonna say he got molested, bro. Somebody try to touch my butt at 17, bro.
Yo, stop him, Black.
KO, man. KO.
I don't know who Hassan is. I can't stop him.
Bro,
Who is
Hassan
this?
Campbell is this dude who's been like on YouTube running, yapping off at the lips for like the last 7-10 years, bro. He supposedly was with some dude from, I can't remember what the fuck the old ass group is called. What do they call it?
Rock Nation?
Shit. No, it's not Rock Nation. It's the Zulu Nation. Zulu Nation. There you go. The Zulu Nation. And I can't remember whoever the dude's name was, head of the Zulu Nation, was putting dick between the niggas' legs, bro. That's all he's known for.
Chill, man.
All right, so I'm lost completely, but even still, like, I don't even want to know about this.
You ever heard of a dude called? All right, so yeah, I remember his name. I remember his name. It's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me like a premonition. Remember, you ever heard of the fucking old ass rapper named Africa Bambata? Bro, this is like the 80s, bro. This is like my mom's time. Like this is like way back in the past, bro. Like this dude, what's his name? Who was this based off of again? What's this conversation? The nobody nigga name? What's his name?
Hassan
Campbell. There you go. Yeah. Bro is old enough to be my fucking grandpa. But yeah, he was getting weenie between his legs when he was a little boy, bro. Charleston White was making
trying
fun
to
of
get
him.
monetized. I don't know what this did. I don't know what this has to do with no jumper getting banned.
Because you said that you said a man who was greasing his thighs so another dude can slip between them, bro. Is banning somebody from New York, bro. Hell no, stop.
Gentlemen, why are we talking about one man greasing his thighs? What?
Hey, because this is the you brought him up, bro.
Oh
I'm just telling you who he
gosh,
is, bro.
Yo,
Charleston White was going off on his ass, bro. That shit was funny as hell.
this thing is tripping.
Hey,
all I'm saying,
I'm telling you who he is, and I'm telling you about his history, and I'm telling you why he can't ban a nigga from New York, bro. His name holds no weight.
all due respect, we
gotta wait like 5 minutes for my rant to pass off though, because I want us to stay unmonetized.
Yeah, facts.
Just playing. That ain't gonna get us demonetized though. But nah, yeah, he was definitely yeah. But yeah, so thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you for the donators, J Money Go Ape, Chris the Beast. We appreciate y'all. I don't know who else to thank. Thanks Black Uchiha. Thanks Bara. Thanks Freegame. Thank you Wi-Fi Gods. Whoever made this Streamlabs app.
Thank you, God.
Yeah, the Lord. Thank you for another day. All right. I'm just playing. All right, peace out, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
All right, y'all.
Rock out, fellas.
Happy Halloween.
Halloween.